Taylor like to do the recap, or would somebody else like to do the recap?
Oh, sweet Jesus. Wait me when it's over.
Wow, fuck you.
Did you see what I titled it? Did you see what I titled it on the YouTube video? It's called Recap in Real Time.
It really I laughed.
To be fair,
I should watch our videos
You took
sometime.
a long time to explain.
I get it.
Alright, I'm gonna do a recap. I'm gonna do a recap from Shuv's perspective.
I love that.
Y'all ready for
Oh
this
my
shit?
fuck.
All right.
I wasn't even there.
Recap in Real Time Part 2.
Okay, so I was in this like ghosty ghouly shady place where you know everything's doing this, and then everybody else wasn't there and they were doing stuff, and then we had a guest last time, and he was not a nice person, but he joined our crew, and they were in a place, and then they got to my place, and then I decided I was done in the spooky, shadowy place, so I came back to the normal world, and we were in the temple where centipedes grow, and also where where we found the dagger that cursed me long ago. So then we went through some doors, and I showed my cool new door trick, which actually doesn't relate to doors at all anymore. And then we fought some gargoyles, and we got some treasure. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's it.
So you guys are now in a room with the remains of gargoyles strewn about around you. A man in fairly heavy armor who's been your companion is still with you, but you've realized that the back end of his armor, the butt, actually had clasps, so he can just undo it. It would unhinge,
Oh, thank God.
and and now he's bare-assed in front of all of you,
Oh.
with a little bit of a crystal sticking out of the back.
That
Do you think
really
it's safe
is
to put magical items in your butt?
I mean, I guess if you don't have pockets and you're an asshole, no pun
What?
intended.
No, I just realized how unfair that is out of game, that he decided to have his character stick something up his ass. He's not here this session. Now we gotta take it out. Wow.
Or we can just make fun of
Actually,
it.
he just failed a constitution check, and they both went off.
So he had the eye one, and
So that was
I think
fake.
he had
That
the
was
fire one.
deviation and
No, I think I
sparking one.
Oh, the sparking one.
Which
And
is worse than the
thunder.
I
fire
had the fire
one.
one.
This is how you
And I
get
got
rid-
stunted with 5 cent points, so it's time to use lethal spell.
This is how you get rid of guests.
This is how you get rid of guests. As he goes, what, they're magical, and clenches up a little bit to try and protect them, well, you can hear the and then see his body do almost in Looney Tunes fashion as he falls in a smoking corpse on the ground.
What bomb?
Wow, this reminds me of the owlbear totem.
oh,
And any gold that was on this person has been fused to
Yep.
his fucking chainmail. So
Sorry.
it's now a plate mail that nobody can wear.
That's not true. It just stinks.
You have to peel his body from it first.
Yeah.
oh.
I poke him with my mace.
I don't think a revival spell will work on.
Not now, he's dead.
There's
You
not
can
enough.
try, but he might be a ghoul.
Will his armor fit me?
Actually,
He really just wants something with a butt flap.
I pick up his shield. Well, we've got this. Everybody uses these, do they, except me.
What is
Look,
it?
It's just
A heavy
it's a
shield.
large. It's a heavy shield.
Look,
I use a shield.
It's a
second
+2
But you
shield.
and I
our-
can't use heavy ones.
our currently charred friend, I think I can appreciate, free
use
things
the
more
term
than
friend
anyone
loosely.
here. I'm not touching any of that.
But his armor is.
You'd have to peel it from him, like literally
Don't tell
peel
him
his
you
skin
would.
off.
I-
Like, it's
yeah, you
attached to
have
him.
I'm pretty sure it's
Shuv,
on.
what are you wearing?
He's cooked inside of
Not someone's skin.
No, I mean, what kind of armor?
Plate armor, but it's not heavy plate armor.
That's not heavy.
It's actually,
plate armor anymore
heavy
either. That's
chainmail,
Oh, he has heavy
Yeah.
chainmail.
I just said all the gold that was on this person fused to it, so it's now plate mail.
Oh.
It's actually
Gold
really.
plate mail.
So you're fine, Buggy.
I kicked
Okay.
the gems off of him. Well, we've got these at least. What
Yeah,
a way to go.
Mm,
I mean,
Sorry, Billy.
He did so well with the.
I mean, in
gargoyles.
fairness, he did find a magic crystal that had just been powering the
That's-
golem.
Do we
and
immediately
immediately shove it in
share
himself.
the gems
How
that
do
he
you
dug
live
out?
this long?
Okay.
One must wonder.
One must.
Because he never left the town. He said he had never left Wasta, and he rarely left the bar.
And the second he chose to, the jungle claimed him.
Yes.
Like it does minis.
A man
others.
not fit for us adventurers.
Should we do funerary rites? Not you. I know your funerary rites.
I didn't say anything.
I mean, even
This
if it
place
was
is almost already a mausoleum. We can just leave him here.
Put it on the table, said ambiguous NPC. I'm not there.
I mean,
Just
honestly,
guy walking by,
from the little,
says that through the door and keeps going.
from the little
We
video
run out
about
and
this
look,
guy,
he's
is there
gone.
anything,
I gotta stop doing that. I'm not there.
It was an elf ghost.
There you go. It was a ghost.
I stand up on the table and I prepare myself for a beautiful eulogy.
God.
I knew him for less than a day, up until he was dead, and now he is gone, and he shall remain very dead. More dead ever than he was when he was alive,
And charred in your memory.
and now he shall be dead forevermore.
Amen.
The end.
Okay.
That was beautiful, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was.
So,
Does
I'm
anybody have a
gonna
cloak or
gather up all
something?
the old ancient coins. I don't think they're worth anything now. It might be, but
it's
they look.
roughly about, you assume this is probably about, 100.
Well, I'm mostly just
silver.
interested in them for academic purposes.
We put his body on the table with his arms and legs still outstretched forward.
Can we put a cloak over him or something? Just
Sure. He looks like a table now.
Did we ever figure out what the fancy Nada necklace is?
Yes.
It's a torque.
But
I don't know what that is.
what
goes
does it
around your
do?
neck. It you bend it, put it around your neck, and then it clamps up, almost like a collar, but not completely. It's got two little
I
bolts
took
right
a
here.
picture of the
So
cover.
it's like it doesn't completely close.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can just like bend it. So like a
Torque
choker.
of the weed.
That's what a torque is?
Yeah.
So,
But what does it do?
Roll 3d6 twice. Write it down. You can give these results to any character or NPC, including stud points. I assume it's once per day.
Twice per day.
Twice per day.
To NPCs?
It does not say what action it is or when you do it.
or to
It's a major
characters.
action.
Can I do it outside of combat?
Yes. So what it is effectively after your rest, like your 8-hour rest, you can roll 3d6 2 times, write down both results, including the stunt die, and then you can give those rolls to NPCs, your friends, monsters, what have you. So like if somebody rolls and I go, it hit you with 7 stun points, which is impossible, but it is for some monsters, so I give them auto stun points. You go, fuck that, it's going to take this roll, it's a 3 with 1 stun point.
So it's sort of like a supercharged version of my stuff.
Doesn't she have like puppets of fate or something like
Yeah, I do.
So
Does that
I'll
work
take that for now,
Yeah,
I
same
guess.
thing.
Since you have a debuff buff, you have a debuff buff, now I have a debuff buff.
Yeah.
And I'm
Mine's
buff.
not a debuff. Mine's a.
Well, you two have HP debuffs
I
in
have
that you
debuff
shoot
and
people
debuff.
and stab
Like, I
people.
can do
I
it.
have the.
I mean, yeah, you can.
The plus 8 DC.
Look at
stun
me, I'm
for once
pretty.
per day.
It's nice.
I
Don't
love
look
that
at me.
Shuv's
Don't
like,
look at me.
I have a debuff.
I pull my
When you cut off
collar
their
up
head,
over it.
their
Don't
health
look at me.
goes down.
Drops.
So what would you guys like to do now? You're in this room full of gargers.
What's left of the Gurgers
What's
and
left of the
the
Gurgers?
few that were still hanging on the ceiling because they're real Gurgers.
Gurgers.
I'm gonna test out my holy sword and just kind of swing and get the feel.
It's not a lightsaber.
Well, more like a whistling sound, but I can't whistle.
He was just doing it for you. I hate both of you. Alright, what is the plan? What is the plan, the character, action, doing the thing?
Well, we got to the left, we got to the right. Now we have the 2 sentinels in front of the big door.
And I still
Yeah,
have
we
the
have a
key. Yeah.
Oh, let's go through the door.
So
Present
again-
the key when we approach them, perhaps?
Again, as you come into this room, you feel chill wash over you. It's unnaturally cold in this room. You were going to say something?
I approach the door.
Do you have the key?
No, I do a door thing. I'm going to look at the sentinel and say, listen here, bub.
Oh.
I thought we were cool. You saw me do a thing. You gave me a thumbs up or a head nod or something. I thought we were buddies.
I thought there was a real connection.
Sentinels, sir, we have, this. We're gonna stop the demon inside, I think.
They put their swords down at their side and just go staring directly ahead.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that worked.
Yeah, well, I told them we were cool, and they had to remember the time that I did the door thing. And
Yeah.
now
I'm
we're
gonna just go.
This is why he does the talking for us.
Alright.
All
Clearly.
the time.
I'm gonna go open the door with the key. Just
So you stick the key into the door, and as you open the door, a jet of cold air washes over the entire party. You shiver as this. You almost feel your nose, like your
It's quite
mucus
nibbly.
get like frozen.
Like when you walk
Your
into a
headlights
freezer
come
and
on
your
for
nose
some
hair
of you.
freezes. I know that feel, bro.
Yeah. So, as you can see, the far end of this room, there are jets spraying freezing energy out all over the place.
I don't.
Laying on the ground, crawling towards you, is a massive size human-like being, trying to crawl its way out of the ice.
Oh,
Holy shit, he's actually awake.
how long do you think he's been awake? Oh my god.
Doesn't matter. He'll kill us if he gets out.
Then I guess we should go in and not use that fire crystal, whoever had that.
Does he see us?
Not yet.
How far down the hall is he? Or how far does the hall go?
This hall before you,
It's the beast.
this hallway before you is
I don't know
You
this
got that
layout.
whiteboard.
It's 2 by 4 yards, and then it opens out into a much further distance. So you right in front of you have 2 by 4 yards, and then you can see that it has corners to go out, and you can see further into that room, and it is another 18 yards in.
And
So he
how
came
far
from-
are these cooling jets?
These cooling jets are probably the last 6 yards worth,
Whoa.
6 to 8 yards worth.
So he's made it pretty far. I
How?
wonder how long that took.
Oh god, I don't want to know.
I don't suppose we can ask the Sentinels for help. Yeah, they probably won't do anything until he comes out.
You guys can't help us, can you?
They don't have an answer.
Okay, well.
Poke him with the key.
No, I don't want to. Well, I guess we go in and kick butt. Motivational speech, anyone? You seem to be knocked full of them.
He hears you at this point. He goes, "No, help me."
Hell. Okay, what are you?
Or who? Or why? Why are you?
Why are you trapped here?
Oh god, I'm Shuv.
I rebelled against the slavers, against the Spirok and Uthuk.
Old people. Ancient people.
No, I
who are
think
dying.
you're dead.
Oh, okay.
Is there a long pole we can slide them back in? Make them
You
reset?
weren't even nearly
this
strong
curling?
enough.
Are we playing curling with the giant?
Yeah, I mean,
I-
somebody who is strong that has a stick could play curling and reset our time scale by a
We
couple
were
of years.
told by the
Someone strong.
elves
Yeah.
that you
I've been a very naughty boy.
would destroy us, the world.
No, I want only to go back home. Obviously, the rebellion has succeeded. You're no longer slaves, are you?
No,
Only of the jungle.
not even of
The jungle yet stands. My orders were to burn it to the ground.
Well, actually, that kind of sounds good.
No, that's bad. Tempting, but bad.
But what about all the fuck you birds and the
The moaning lizard.
moaning lizards?
I don't remember the moaning lizards.
Oh yeah.
That was last.
Oh, the ones that. Yeah, I remember.
Why would the elves want to keep you down here then?
Why would I know?
Do you even know what an elf is?
They're one of the slaves.
Oh, okay.
We all speak the slave tongue. That's how I can communicate with you now.
a slave town?
How, where's home?
Home is north of what was once called the Uthuk lands.
That's really far north.
I'm aware.
I don't understand what he means.
I think he's
And I never
trying-
understand my buddy Kolvik either, so he's probably a good guy, just like my friend. That's how I see
I
it.
love this logic.
But if he was trapped here, then he might not be a good guy. You know how some bad guys are in prison?
And how sometimes bad guys lie.
I am also trapped in a jungle. I'm familiar. But when I hear people that sound just like my buddy Kolvik,
And Chef was trapped in the box. Everybody's been trapped in one way or another around here lately.
I'm trapped with you guys.
Please.
Well, what? Now I'm conflicted.
Yeah, me too. I think that's the point.
There's no evidence, so.
I'm a helping.
There's no evidence of him being bad, though. Like,
We
there's no
did
evidence.
I
get
mean-
evidence from the dude who we can't walk downwind for a mile.
and the sin.
Although he
And
did
he
say this
seems-
is straight the first time.
and he seems
Although he
super
didn't
wise.
help either.
So, I'm guessing whoever built these sentinels is who enslaved you.
The Spirok. The Uthuk and the Spirok were the races from the Shadar and the northern nations.
Can
These
I roll?
sentinels seem pretty cool with us.
Can I roll cultural lore for any type of knowledge? Okay, now what is that? 1d6.
Me too. How about I roll some cultural?
Go ahead. I'm just gonna make shit up for you.
6
I'll roll
plus
historical
11.
lore.
What?
11.
11?
Can I roll historical?
Six
You
plus
know
five.
enough to know that the. And I'll let. You can roll as well. You know enough to know that the Spirok and Uthuk were the two races to kind of enslave the elves, the humans, the orcs, the giants and ogres. Actually, orcs were created by the Spirok, is a rumor.
Huh.
Like, genetically engineered from elves.
Oh, that makes sense. Like the cursed blood thing.
Let's put the pointy ears in their mouths and make them teeth.
Well, that's, I mean, in Skyrim, Boetia ate one of the.
They pretty much just did a bunch of breeding until they got orcs.
That's,
I got 18 for not cultural, but historical lore.
So what are you trying to figure out exactly?
Like, do I
like
know
what-
anything about this guy in any stories or anything?
So you know that there was a giant who led a rebellion from the northern wastes down through the Uthuk lands, across the Airdown Sea, and into Rakik and down through there. It wasn't named those things before, but that's the path that he took with an army of giants,
We're getting out of here, boys!
trying to free all the other races. But the Grizzlet came from the east and went, "Oh, my brothers are being attacked by their own slaves. We're gonna fix this shit."
Oh. Well.
Well. How big is
Big.
Is he bigger than the ogre?
is he a giant?
Lot. So he's a proper giant.
He's a proper giant.
Oh, so he's visually a giant.
Yes.
How's he been alive this long?
Is there any kind
Sheer
of gear
rage.
that he's
Oh, wow, you're
wearing,
going
or
forever.
is he? What is he wearing?
He's currently only wearing
Rags.
rags.
Boots and pants.
Boots and pants. And boots and pants. You started that one.
It's on me.
What?
I mean, if he just wants to go home,
He could be lying, although the High One could.
be
Just
lying
not
to.
know. Well, he might not be lying. He just doesn't know any better.
I don't imagine there are many academic books down here.
I mean, there's that one on the pedestal, but we really.
And the high one just could just
Can
be
I flip?
high.
Can I go back to the book on the pedestal and flip through for pictures of anything?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if there's any sort of pictogram stories of this giant or what
Somebody jog
happened
my
in the
memory
past,
what
or
the
No, not yet.
what the
No,
master
nothing in
said
the book.
about this dude.
there's just a picture of a story.
We didn't.
Damn
We
it.
never asked him about it.
Didn't he say something?
No, it was about the frog beast.
Oh,
And yeah, he said nothing about the ruins. He gave us the key, but did he say anything about? I can't remember if he said anything about anything inside.
And he said there might be stuff down there.
quick to YouTube so you can rewatch and see if he's.
I don't think he. I mean, don't
The
you
Master
think?
talked about the spear, the bitch, and the beast. He He never talked
I
about.
was, maybe I was thinking
What
that when he was
beast?
talking about the
What
beast,
beast
he
was
meant this dude.
Okay.
Oh, the T-Rex.
You'll have earned an explanation if this giant doesn't eat us.
I mean, he's getting close. Not fast.
He's
but-
not moving very quickly.
Yeah.
So
You can help me.
What? Okay. Besides being good people and doing it, and maybe a promise not to smash us, maybe you can help us too.
With what?
We gotta kill a thing.
What thing?
Okay, so long story short, there's a beast from a god's plane that's running around the forest, and he's gonna kill everybody.
I remember this one.
And we tried to stop it, and we didn't get enough help, and it wasn't stopped.
He ate the bad guy though,
It did eat the bad guy. The bigger bad guy ate the bad guy.
but it's probably going to eat everything else in this jungle eventually.
Yes.
It's probably already started.
Yeah, it's kind
there haven't
it's
been
kind of
people-
a sub god of hunger.
You know that 2 weeks we went
It's
to
a
the
pedal
mountain
hunter.
back?
Yeah.
Did you notice that we weren't attacked by serpent folk? I think they were the first to go.
Oh, so he's.
Or at least the serpent folk now know better than to make noise and to be eaten.
Oh, winter's come early. Let's go hibernate in the biggest hole we can get and hide from the creature.
I can gift you.
Gift us?
I have a stash of equipment south of here.
That's
That would be
better
helpful.
than nothing, and I'm starting to feel really guilty.
Alright,
Although I don't think we can go in there without, being turned
Then if you
into
do, then if
I
you
know.
don't.
hero sickles.
I know how it works.
how?
The Spirok, they would explain it amongst themselves. They didn't think that I knew their tongue. The chirping, ever chirping in their stupid bird beaks.
Come on, damn it. Well, there's another warning for mouth noises I have to make.
So, there's a door on either side of me. If you go through those doors, it will take you into another room, and a hallway on either side will take you into an even deeper room. Those rooms are trapped. Be careful.
Okay.
But in those rooms, there are levers that control the ice jets, an alchemical creation of the Spirok.
Okay, you take a nap, and we'll go get ambushed. And turn the lever off.
Sounds like a plan.
So, both corridors have both traps and levers for each side.
Yes.
We're gonna have to split up.
Might as well
go.
keep crawling in
We
case
can do
we,
one at a
you know,
time.
die.
I'm not splitting up down here with those giant stone statues. There's only one key
Come
to...
on, gang, let's split up.
No.
Daphne go with Fred and have sex in the van. Sorry.
I'm fairly positive this would happen.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that.
So,
Or is that one hair? It's just like this one?
you look unhappy that you're not fighting this thing.
No, I like him.
Shove.
He's a friend. I
He's
can
a big-
tell.
Pick a side.
I can tell. He's a friend.
So left or right?
He's a nice guy.
Left or right, Joe?
Oh, I didn't listen to that part. Sorry. What's to the left and what's to the right?
Doors to turn off the icy bits.
But are they both the same?
Yeah.
They're probably the same on both sides, but like in a mirror.
Huh.
Because the jets are coming from both sides.
And there's probably different traps on each side, maybe, but there are
the
traps.
I'm going to die.
Let's go left.
Oh.
Okay.
Because if we go to the right, then
Tim,
we'd be wrong.
as you open the door, roll a d6 real quick for me. 1d6.
Tim, why are you opening the door? God, that's dangerous.
Yeah, why am I opening the door? 3.
It's not you opening the door, it's one sheet to roll a d6.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you consistently have the shittiest rolls.
As you open this door, you actually see another long hallway that it's about 2 yards wide by 8 yards long, and it opens up into another room that's another 3 yards long from that corner, like 3 yards deeper into that room. You don't know how wide it is; you just know that there's another 3 yards from the wall. On the side of that wall, there is a worn stone etching, like somebody carved into the stone, but it's worn from time. What do you guys like to do?
Examine the etching?
Yes, that.
Okay.
Was it 1d6 for culture?
Is it like pick
You don't have to roll. You
Yeah.
don't have to roll anything. You don't have to roll anything. It's not a pictogram so much as it is a bunch of birds in front of a giant spear, and there's pieces of it missing. Bunch of bird people in front of a giant spear.
Okay, wait.
That looks, more moved to about a spear. I think there's a piece of it.
I assume the rest of it's the giants rebelling. And they've got big ass spears. I'd hope they have big ass spears, otherwise they'd have two.
that or a giant ordering bird people around with a giant spear, and the bird people were.
Or they are worshipping the spear.
We've already committed. Stop second guessing.
We should always keep second guessing.
Well, then we'll be here for a long
So in this
time.
room, there's a small hallway that's 4 yards long by 2 yards wide to your left, that ends in a wall, and then there's another hallway that's about 4 yards long by 2 yards wide, going in the opposite direction, and that it opens up into a room. You can see that it angles off, sort of like to your right.
I'm going to walk down and peek around the corner.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I figured. 12! Which
Sorry.
is a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Sorry, Daniel.
Oh.
So peeking around the corner was clearly a bad idea. I'm going to go buy a mirror telescope thing.
Pressure plate.
Oh, that. I'm going to start floating.
Let's use this door trick thing. Should get him to just teleport to the other side.
Quick, go back and get the dwarf body. We'll throw it every 5 feet. in front of us.
25 points of damage minus your armor. A scythe swings out of the wall, nearly cutting you in half, making a giant scar. You're just barely able to push yourself up against the wall fast enough to not get disemboweled.
Oh!
But as it hits the wall, as it comes out and springs and hits the wall and does this movement, it stays there.
I'm going to start crawling back. I'm okay! Jesus Christ!
Heal?
Nope, I'm good!
No, shut up, I'm healing
I
you.
only need one lung.
Alright, magic
Wait,
touch.
I think I lost the other one last time.
Our healing touch.
Magic touch.
Got the magic in you.
six.
It's like an
7,
invisible
8.
touch. They reach in.
What is it, willpower?
Heal your heart.
Intelligence.
Oh. 11, 12,
It's dangerous down there.
That's why you're never
17,
first
18,
and never last.
17 is 17.
17 you succeed. So roll 3d6 and that's how much he gets. What would the rest of you like to do? She's healing him. This scythe comes out of
What is it? Is it just
Shuv is
3d6?
wondering if he can pull his scythe out and use
Unless
it.
you want to use your special ability.
I think it would be
I'm
wise.
not using it here, sorry, bro.
I think it would be wise if I This is the decision I have arrived at.
9
that
9
note-
points back. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm
It
gonna
works.
play a quick little ditty on my ocarina.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What, the healing stone you gave me?
No, I'm good. I'm going to heal myself.
Can I try again?
Yes.
I'm just going to sit here a minute and
It is a major action in
Contemplate
combat.
my
but being that
life
you're not in
choices.
combat, you can do it whenever you want.
Right.
I guess it figures they booby trap something. Although,
Well,
They
you're
do
kind of
trap
warned.
Okay.
You do know there are traps down there.
Made it that time. I'm going to
It's, yeah. Just
Wow.
wow, I healed
to
myself for
give.
a tiny, tiny amount.
shove 4 points to. You guys can only use them on ability checks.
which is everything in the game,
Except damage.
except for damage.
Everything but.
The really good
and
one.
I guess I'll give the other 4 to me and move up
Yeah.
behind him.
So as you peek around this corner, you did see... Oh, wait, no, you didn't. You got hit before that. You guys moving up around the corner?
I'm going up
No.
around the corner.
Okay.
Well, he said the scythe did retract.
Yeah, I'm going up around the corner.
As you peer around the corner, I need you to roll a
Take a
d6.
shield.
I need you to roll a d6 for me.
5.
I feel like
You peek around the corner and there's some dripping from the ceiling, but you see the levers on the far side. The dripping kind of like drips, 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 drips. It just looks like condensation from the ice.
Is it doing anything when it hits the floor?
Just
Like sizzling
cooling
or
there.
freezing or okay. I approach the lever.
And everybody roll initiative. Alright. Yahweh.
Yep.
You have no idea what's going on.
Nope.
They go first.
What?
They go first because of the surprise.
Surprise!
They got party hats.
It's your birthday. Also, fuck you. I might actually roll good today.
Well, not now that you've said that.
I know.
Alright.
Shut up, Ed.
Well,
He told me I may need to get a D&D handbook.
As you walk into the room, something drops from the ceiling that looks a little bit like that down there.
Oh, motherfuck! It's a slime penis.
I think
it's not just a penis, it's a slime.
And it washes over you,
Oh, gross!
but does not deal. It only deals 2 points of damage to you. Penetrating.
Okay.
As it slowly works its way into every orifice.
I have
I wasn't expecting that. After I said slime penis.
I have
Randall.
master level armor training, so even on penetrating, I still get half my armor bonus.
Is that penetrating? Okay, so yeah, so half your armor. Penetrating as in like the penetrated.
Yeah, not like pierce armor, but
Okay.
penetrating.
Alright, cool.
So I still get half my armor bonus.
I used up my one good roll of the night.
It also misses you, Shiv, but it deals 3 damage to you penetrating.
It misses him?
Yeah,
This is but deals damage.
it
I rolled
washes over you, but doesn't
2
actually like latch on.
plus my initiative.
But it just like corrodes.
Yeah.
No,
Corrodes,
if I
which
roll
is
how much?
6 for
3
initiative, I
points.
feel like
No, not
I'm
my turn, but 3
obligated to go
points.
first for
3
2
points
rounds.
of penalty.
Just I get 2 turns in a row.
As some of your armor is ate through as it is able to reach in. There's now a slime in the hallway, like in the opening of the
I
hallway.
don't know if it makes any difference, but I'm wearing armor or leather.
It doesn't. So, sitting in the doorway of this room, like the archway of the room, is one of these slimes, and then sitting in the room with you is one of these slimes.
So there are how many?
There's 2. Yave, it's your turn.
Hold on. Right down to fence, right?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Another pencil.
No, I got it. That.
After Yave is Shiv, so please prepare your turn.
I'm going to draw first and foremost. How many turns was last time?
Huh?
How many turns was last battle or from last?
I don't remember.
Shit. I think I used draw like 6 times.
Okay, just write it down.
Just a minute.
Well, how many do you get a day?
72, it really should.
Why are you worried about that?
78.
We're not doing a dungeon crawl yet. Oh, wait.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the draw. 5. Increase armor to myself.
Because fuck you, Shuv.
Damn it! Wait, 1d3? Damn it! Plus 1.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna cast.
Hold on. Did anyone pick up the crystal that was shoved up the deadly hole?
No!
They blew up.
They all blew up.
There was only.
That's why he's a
All of
charred
them
husk.
blew up?
No, this is the one
Yeah.
that butt.
That's why he's a baked potato and saran wrap now.
Okay.
Did
Do
you?
you know what the
Before
others
I
do?
And
I can guess.
Was it deviation?
I don't have any.
Okay.
What do you have?
Fire crystal and light absorbing crystal.
I can guess what those do.
Well, I can guess what one does.
One probably makes shadows
I think I got
darker.
one
The other
more.
probably does the
Or it's a
flame.
Unless there's shadow magic, I didn't really. I'm gonna start casting rock blast.
Okay.
On my
Because that always works.
I mean, I feel like
No, not rock blast. Sorry, I'm gonna cast
that's gonna take
stone
you.
armor.
It's going to take 4 turns.
She doesn't want to do rock blast because she doesn't want to kill anyone.
Especially sentient slimes.
All right.
Fine.
They're probably just
Cynthia.
flame
They actually don't
blast.
have brains.
That's
I know.
page 71.
So
I think slimes are actually more of like a cohesive multi-cell organism.
It's Jello.
14, 15.
Or it's just
Shiv, it's your turn.
super large single cell being.
Jello.
I have been thinking about it.
You've been killed by a few, haven't you?
There's never really a great option when it comes to slime.
You have the journeyman's version of your specialization, which allows you to give somebody else an extra attack.
No, not yet. I haven't leveled up.
Level 6.
He from missing days. He's not
I'm
level
level
6.
6.
Oh.
I'm 150 away.
Damn.
Yeah, last time when you gave us our experience, I was like, fucker.
All right, well.
Okay, well,
You
anyways.
were close to one of the best things I've made in this game.
Did we get experience for last time?
Yep.
Yeah, we got like
I've got
250.
to level 6. I've already been level 6. Is that
I
right?
am
We're level
going to
Simple.
take a sticky fire
Okay.
and throw it at the thing and try to like
My
embed
sticky's
it
better
in
than
the
your
sticky.
Okay. That's a grenade, so you're going to have to prepare for your minor and then throw for your major.
How far away am I from the closest one?
You were right in front of the closest one.
Can I take a step back?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what am I adding to this accuracy?
Dexterity. You have to make a target number 11 dexterity test. Yeah, I'm sure you made it.
Yes. Though not as easily as you might think.
So it's 1d6 fire damage. Go ahead and roll it.
Only 1d6?
just 1d6?
Yeah, it's 1d6 because they're less than the fire bombs.
Oh, so 6. Been holding on to that bad boy for a while.
I can see that.
At least you're getting optimal damage out of it.
Well, I don't know if I said this like during play last time, but I still had a healing salve from forever ago.
Shuv, it's
that
your turn.
Oh, yeah.
I never used, so I gave it to her. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna use it.
Can I ask my team if they know anything about slimes?
They can't respond till their turn.
You can hold your action until they respond.
You can prepare your major. You
When
can-
does Calder go?
he goes after the puddings.
After the what?
After the puddings.
Shit.
Excuse me, puddings?
Pudding. There's two.
Two of them. There's one in the hall and one in the room. This one's tapioca.
Pudding is a rather popular name for them in Final Fantasies.
No, I knew, I just, I
Black pudding.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
didn't notice the plural there.
Once we're done with it, it'll be.
I'm gonna slash
blood
at it.
pudding.
I'm gonna slash at it.
Go for it.
Because I'm not patient enough to wait for an
Easy
answer.
long.
All right.
How the hell do you tell when I'm putting
Should I wait for
Because it
intelligence?
stops moving. Then
No,
how do you
on
tell
shove.
it's dead?
15 to hit.
Poke it with a
Just
spoon.
pass
Hit.
it. So, yeah,
And
just
stun
like,
points.
eat it. Oh my god, that was horrible
6 of
when he
them.
died. He wasn't
Okay.
dead.
Oh,
I have a story about that.
shit, I forgot to activate
Yeah,
Berserk.
just like,
I'll do it afterwards.
Okay.
With 6 stun points, what do I want to do? I want to do dual strike, which is 3. And I want to do mighty blow, which is 1.
You're not close enough to the other one to deal dual strike to it.
Oh, they're farther away. Okay, alright, not dual strike then.
Sorry. Notice like your favorite thing to use. So I do,
It is.
I do feel a little bad.
No, it's okay. Alright, so I will do seize the initiative,
Okay.
mighty blow,
Damn it.
and oh no, never mind, not mighty blow because I need 2 for my new shadow step ability or shadow scoot ability.
Is that what it's
You
called?
named it Shadow Scoop?
Shadow scoot.
I love that.
That sounds like Shadowfax the slug.
And I'm gonna use shadow scoot on the one that's farther away
To bring it closer.
to bring it closer to me.
As it.
And then seize the initiative, and that's it. So damage.
Yep.
Why are you cursing at your character sheet?
No, I'm
You can do whatever you want.
11.
I'm one box
Okay.
of love away from a pinball machine.
As you hit it and deal 11 damage to it, it splits into 2 more.
Dan was afraid of that. Shuv didn't have the patience to think about it.
Did you just revert to yourself in third and fourth person? What was that shit?
Well, I had to qualify it.
It's like multiple personalities with third person. That's gonna get complicated real
I had to qualify
That's just
that.
telling a
Like,
story.
I understood. I had a fear that was going to happen, but I played to my character in spite of my fear.
Now the puddings go.
He needs recognition.
All
for-
3 of them.
All 3 of
I do-
them.
I do.
And they're all right next to you.
I need recognition for the fact that I took a risk to play in character.
You get a D3.
Yay!
Okay,
Tower.
we're addicted.
Tower. That would be a dickin'. Does a 13 hit you?
Just 13? Yes.
Have you written down our cards again?
3 points of... No. Sorry. 10 points of penetrating damage.
10.
No. I'm sorry. Only 3 points of penetrating damage.
3 points of penetrating.
Does the smaller one look like it's doing less damage?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. 2 stunt points. It's gonna use... Mighty Blow.
Asteroids ever.
So it deals 14 points of damage, minus your 14 points of damage, and 4 of that is penetrating. So 10 and minus your armor,
Okay.
and then
And then-
4 penetrating. Six with 4 penetrating.
6 and 4 is penetrating.
Yeah, 4 Kolvik, followed by Bert.
Alright, so
You can no longer see the other one. He's poofed it out of the room. Or out of the hallway.
I will walk forward.
Okay.
Be around, going, please don't cut me in half, please don't cut me in half. So I see 3 oozes surrounding Deer's Shuv. Poor Shuv. I don't know why he teleported that, but he likes doing what he does.
I was saving.
I don't know why or how he did it. This
How bothers me more than
Can you
why.
imagine Job's funeral one day? He died doing what he loved. Whatever the fuck came to mind.
It's true.
He died as he lived.
Not giving a
Idiot.
shit.
I'm going
A little lady. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll Arcane Blast one of the small ones.
Okay.
14.
14 hits.
Yay. For 10.
10 damage. One of the smaller ones?
Yes.
You see a piece of the slime evaporate as it goes off in the distance. You hit it with your arcane blast, it flies off and evaporates while it flies.
Shuv, is there anything I can do to answer Shuv's question?
Yes, you can do it as a reaction.
I never answered the question. Or I never asked the question.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Well, I'll yell about it anyway because I'm an intelligent mage. And that would be a waste it'd be terrible to waste a roll of 23.
Yeah, so doing anything more than a certain amount of damage, just slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning weapons, effectively physical weapons, things you hit with, it's gonna cause these things to split.
They can't split forever, can they?
But they half their HP. They can't split once they get down to 1 HP. But
We
you
need
don't,
magic! Lots of magic!
but you don't know that in terms of mechanics so much as just
Magic will kill them faster, or you chop them down into small bite-sized pieces.
and then
Step
fireball
on them.
all of them.
Then you step on them.
All right, Bert, followed by Shove.
I run around the corner, see 3 slimes. I scan the tunnel for, is there anything like ancient pipes or anything?
They were there. You can just see where they were on the roof of the place. There's a wet spot up there.
I pull out my rifle because it's my biggest heavy hitter and take aim at the smallest one. And 14, 18.
Hits.
And 5 step die. So I'm going to just lethal blow.
Okay.
Because I made all the damage.
Struggle bus is pretty active over there.
Struggle bus?
Yeah, the struggle bus.
16.
As you deal damage to it, it splits in half as well.
You gotta do more than what I'm doing, that's for sure.
So you did 16 points of damage.
Oh, wait. Actually, I might have done more. Let's see. 10, 12, 13, 14, 22. I forgot all these pluses.
How dare you?
That's actually much easier, thank you.
Get an even number.
No, but it's easier to do now. 2, 3, 4, 7. It still splits. Alright. After Bert goes Shuv.
Magic, huh?
Wow.
I'm gonna put my halberd away and just go sit against the wall. And pout. I'm not interested.
Just
in this
defend,
fight anymore.
Shove. Keep them where they are.
Alright, so you just go sit over there against. I love it.
Wow.
Magic, huh?
Now we have a.
Fuck you.
I don't think
Yeah, mate.
anyone, including the player, intended to have like a 5-year-old idiot savant in combat. But
there it is, you know?
I mean, you basically wrote Hodor with better vocabulary.
Yeah, it's your turn followed by
I get a minor action, right?
Holdor
Yep.
may have not been able to say much, but he had more going on. He
Than
really
Shuv.
did. Yeah, than Shuv.
I'm speaking in my full capacity. Hodor couldn't communicate his intelligence.
He couldn't communicate his intelligence,
All my
but
gears
he
are
was
turning.
more with it.
Over time, there's just steam coming out of the ears. The hamster on the wheel's nearly dead.
Well, I can reduce MP by 1, or 1d3. And I'm gonna give that to Kolga.
nice.
Which is 3. You can reduce your
Just gonna
MP
waste
down
those good
by
Play a spell. You
No,
can
I'm
do
gonna hold
points.
on to him for a leader.
They only
And-
last till the end of the encounter.
I'm guessing that's about all I can do, unless, like, no, I can't defend. Oh, then, yeah, I'm gonna
This
defend.
is a
You
plus
go
1
back in the
defense.
hallway.
Okay.
What?
Go
Shiv.
back in the hallway.
No, I'm like sitting over by the lever. I like walked further
Into
down
the room.
into the room, and just sat against the wall.
I guess I will put my
Something
ocarina to my
thinking.
lips, hit a shrill note, and just swing at the nearest jelly.
Okay.
Oh. You can swing and play the... That's awesome.
There are now 4 puddings in the room.
I love pudding.
Big one, slightly less, and then the...
Two tiny ones.
Can we keep them as pets if they get small enough?
Sure, if you can find something to put them in.
So they're not corroding your pockets.
I have an empty water skin.
It's made of leather, they'll eat it. Try again.
Yeah, you need class.
I have a music box.
That might eat through that.
She comes back filled with pudding.
Wow, your dreams would be hella funny for us.
You killed her twice.
I'm imagining this what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have Freddy
17?
Krueger nightmares.
17 damage?
We're gonna have to give you an
Oh, all day.
Or somehow her spirit infuses
Damage.
into the putty and becomes some
It's gonna be
actually sentient pudding. And
With like a dress, it's like.
yeah, it'll look like a dress. It'll look like a flubber.
A sexy flubber.
A red flubber, which
This one does not split.
knows who you are.
Does not split.
Does not split.
Neat.
You used your whistling sword against it.
Yep.
He just didn't do enough.
He said last time I have to be playing my
Oh,
instrument
if you
while I
do
use it.
a lot of damage, it splits. And if you do a little bit of damage, it doesn't.
And I'm
I had that backwards.
I'm going on symbiote knowledge, hoping that this gelatinous thing doesn't like.
It starts moving towards you.
Like, I'll use my pistol then.
One starts moving towards you. One moves towards Shuv. And one moves towards you.
So 3 of them move into the hallway.
How big is the one that's moving towards me?
It's one of the tiny ones.
Can I step on it?
If you had prepared, yes. Alright, so the big one on Shiv.
Hunt.
Put your
4 stunt points.
Ever kicked a ball of jello?
It's going to lightning attack.
It knows lightning.
Is that a
Every-
charge
This
as
is
it
Randall's
moves?
world.
Everything can use stunts.
It hits
As it
again.
moves, it builds up a charge.
Not that kind of lightning. That would be awful.
So, first attack deals
That pudding's dynamite.
Weirdest Pokemon ever.
It's made of glycerin.
A fantasy-like setting like this with deadly creatures, but you have Pokeballs that can catch these said things.
You take 5 points
So
of
we're fighting
penetrating.
an
5
electric
points of
grinder?
penetrating damage.
Yeah.
No.
Next campaign, let's play Fantasy Age with Pokeballs.
Those are called spellstones.
On its second
Capture
attack,
spell.
it deals 6 points of damage to you
Electric
penetrating.
Grimer. Ooh.
To me again?
It had
Something,
it
something,
hit 2
all
attacks.
6.
One's going
I
on
was
him.
making a joke for Tim.
Oh.
Hits. 5 points of penetrating damage. Bert. Ooh, that's a lot of stun points.
Oh, gee.
Lightning attack, and then lethal, and then mighty blow. So I'm gonna do roll the next attack. Also hits. So the first attack deals 11 points of penetrating damage. The second attack only deals 4 points of penetrating damage. One on you, right?
One on me.
5 stun points. It's going to use lightning attack and mighty blow. Second attack, 2 5s and a 6. First hit, 10 penetrating damage, and then 5 penetrating damage. Kolvik, it's your turn, followed by Bert.
So are they directly in front of the three of us?
Yep. They kind of slid up along the walls.
Making it very hard for me to use my spells. Back up. I'll use my magic for healing aura with the discount. Thank God.
1.
Always one.
Don't forget, it's easier to cast the spell than it is to save from not casting the spell.
Yeah.
You know, when you save from the spell, nothing happens. So there's a deep temptation for me to willingly fail the will save. So at least I do something and teleport Bird outside.
For funsies.
Everybody gets not much.
Not much.
9, because I'm a baddie.
I think I'm.
Everyone, including me.
No,
So do something!
I'm full health.
Is that you still your minor?
Minor will be cry deeply. Dark.
Right.
Bert.
Minor tells Shuv, magic is the best, but anything still is helpful.
Wait, did you get us?
You get
Yeah,
9
he's
HP.
And then, how big is the little slime in front of me?
It's tiny.
Shoot it.
Pistol.
Shoot him in the face.
It's brought down since that's bandoliered, and then. 13.
Hits.
4.
It evaporates as you hit it. Shove, followed by Yave.
So there's one by me.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like lazily punch it.
Sure. Hits.
Okay. Yeah. Damage. Let's do it. 4.
4 total? Plus your strength.
Oh, 9.
Evaporates.
Lovely.
You just turn it into, mush.
All right.
Even-
I'm not getting up.
More mush than it is.
I'm not getting up from my spot.
Yave,
What do I have? A minor action?
you have minor and a major every turn.
still casting. This.
Oh, that's right. Then
So
yes,
this
just
my
a minor.
third. Yeah.
So what did we learn?
Stone cloak is more trouble than it's worth.
No. Close.
It would have
Before
lasted
we
the
do anything.
Yeah, it would have lasted this entire dungeon so far.
She already cast it though.
Oh,
I casted it.
Did you cast it at the beginning? Yes, you did. Would you like to take some major actions?
Yes, actually, yeah, because I casted it. Unless we've been in here an hour.
No.
Let's hand wave the fucking hour thing.
Shit.
Then we'll have to keep track of rounds, and that will be a nightmare. 'Cause I'm not doing it.
It lasts.
Your secretary has drawn a
It
line.
lasts 8 hours. We'll just say that.
Okay, so
You have 360 rounds. Start counting it down.
so I have
Yeah.
2 major actions. I'll give you 2 major
You
actions.
need 100 dice.
3.
Ever, ever had
Everything's
100?
D6s.
D100.
Everything's D6s.
I'm gonna draw
D6s forever.
5 increased armor.
We're making fun of the game.
Apparently D&D used to be played with D6s.
Who needs armor?
Me.
Holga, you can have
Although I'm not sure. if
3
that
points
is
of
for sure.
armor. Yeah, I'm rolling 6s tonight. So, is there any slimes near me?
No. You were at the end of the hallway. There's one in front of Koguk?
Okay, well,
No, there's one in front of Shuv.
how
Shiv.
far away is?
Shov's at the beginning of the hallway, so he's a good distance from you. I believe he's probably a good 4 yards off.
How far is Holga?
Yeah, Koguk's probably right in front of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the one in front of him and use.
The one in front of him's gone. He evaporated it. No.
No, Shuv evaporated one and Bert evaporated.
My bad. There is one in front of him. I'm sorry.
So there's one left.
Yep. So go ahead and attack the one in front of him.
I'm gonna use Arcane Blast.
Yeah.
Is that
Plus your accuracy.
is it 1d6?
3d6 plus your accuracy.
4, 5, 9, 10. What's my accuracy? 0. 10.
10 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet their defense goes down. If they get
1d6 plus 4. It's the weakest arcane blast ever.
You did damage to it?
I just like hold out my cards and I go,
Shiv. Thereh one directly in front of you. It's the big one. Still almost completely full.
It's derby.
Slashing. Yeah. Slash.
I'm gonna bring you a kazoo in.
Woo!
Do you really think that's wise?
Yes.
No.
You're gonna do what?
If I was gonna bring him a kazoo for his bardic instrument.
I have a jaw harp.
Get a recorder. Just,
I will quit and burn my.
just like elementary school it out. in here.
16.
16 hits.
Does. Fuck yeah, 10 damage.
Bardic.
It splits.
My country tis of thee on
So
recorder.
you did how much? 10 exactly, right?
So there's 2 left?
Yep.
Alright.
Terrible.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I still have 2 minor actions left.
Alright, there's now 2 in front of you. Like directly in front of you.
Magic.
I still have.
Look at me. I am the magic.
Next turn. Just do your one.
So I forgot whenever I took my turn that I had more turns.
Alright.
Thought you had more turn.
I did have more turns.
9 points of penetrating damage to you, Shiv.
You're-
Shiv.
Shiv.
9 points of penetrating damage.
No.
And then another 8 points of penetrating damage.
Bruh.
Kolvik's your turn, followed by Bert.
Now I remember what I meant to do.
So she kills
So
the
there's
one.
one,
she-
she didn't kill it. There's one in front of you,
Yeah.
2 in front of Shiv.
Oh,
So
yeah.
arcane
I
blast
have
is-
3 major actions.
No, I haven't stunted in 3 sessions. It's getting a little fucking old.
You're like the only one at the table.
15. That'll hit.
Hit.
6.
Rolling directly in front of you.
Yes.
Yay.
Randall's bad at math, so it takes me a minute for my brain to buffer.
I'm bad at paying attention. What'd you say?
Minor.
Yell at people to finish the last one off. And,
Last 3 off.
oh, fuck. I'll guard them.
Did he evaporate the one in front of him?
Nope.
I'll evaporate the one in front of him.
Okay.
Right, another pistol round.
It hits.
Something for 4. And I will.
Of course he stuns.
Yes.
This is the only game he rolls good on, right? Give him a break.
Give me a break.
No, I want
The more
consistency.
dice
breaking.
that helps me even out my.
So you need
numbers.
triple advantage, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop
Mr.
that.
Tiggs.
Poor Mr. Tibbs.
Mighty blow
There's a dog outside.
and
I'm gonna give you a hint. You can't knock it prone.
I know.
There-
They're knocking on its side.
Knock it back.
Okay. There's actually an argument at the store one time about knocking a gelatinous cube prone, but we'll talk about it another time.
It's called deflating it.
How do
That
you
means it's
tell?
dead.
No, you deflate it and then it goes whoop, 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 whoop. It just
You
lost focus.
can't deflate gel.
Do they not have
You
like
can't
a
fight
nucleus?
Jello either.
Do they not have like a nucleus?
17.
or something?
No.
17.
Like a Metroid?
No.
Not really.
Then what the hell is animating them?
It splits.
Magic.
So you set the
The wizard, what
yeah.
animates algae? You know?
They have nucleus and cells.
Well, on the microscopic.
Oh well, maybe it's just microscopic. It's just like a giant amoeba.
My brain.
genes it's
Why does it
attached.
hurt?
I mean, I imagine they're more like a.
All right, these ones are much smaller.
What?
All right,
Sort of.
Shuv. Your friends are being eaten by tiny gelatinous things. There's a lever above your head.
At least pull the lever.
Hold the lever.
You hear a. You know what happened?
Thank you.
And now an army of
No,
more
man.
pudding.
The ceiling
They all
opens.
thaw out.
The ceiling opens up.
Balloons.
Turn the lever. Turn the lever. Wrong lever.
We all die.
Oh yeah, I have. So I'm gonna heal him.
Was that an Emperor's New Year?
Yes. Thank you. I'm glad
Wow.
somebody got it.
No,
I
it's
didn't think we
shove,
needed to
pull the
recognize
lever.
that, but everybody-
Yeah, I thought-
Wrong lever.
I didn't. It was just.
Shove
You guys are
would
throwing off my groove.
Yeah.
To be fair, Shove would pull both levers.
All right. I have this thing that makes healing a minor action, but I don't know what minor healing would be.
It's your skill,
Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
your
not
spell.
your spells.
Okay, so can I use 2 minor actions, which would be 1 major action to kill him?
You can only do 1 healing a turn.
Damn it!
Well, you can only do 1 healing skill check per person per turn.
Or you know what? I'm just gonna use my healing spell. on
Go for it.
him.
I like when people use spells.
I'm just.
It's my favorite part of the game.
I've been
Need more
rolling
efficient
so well.
rolls.
I'm just waiting for my number to be up.
Maybe you can make a fire vial spawn.
There's
or
my
something.
number. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, just barely.
I was gonna say, you might want to look up your chart, but never mind.
Just barely made that. Yeah, I'm gonna heal you for 3
Something
d6.
hard to
How's that sound? 6, 10.
No, she's got the healing
11.
arcana
You have 11
+2 as
healing.
well.
Do I?
Yeah,
8.
I just healed you for 11.
So you had to walk up and touch him for that. So
What?
You had to walk up and touch him for that. So you're in between slime number 3 and him.
Make it stop.
Just go up and bitch slap him
Oh,
with the
slime's
healing
2
hand.
and slime's 3 and 4 in him.
Oh, then.
All right. So
Wait,
What
I
about
did.
thing?
She does an evangelist.
Okay,
You're
so
healed and
can
slap
I
you in the
just
forehead.
can I just run up arcane blast one of the slimes out of the way and then heal him for 2
She doesn't
major
hit me. She
actions?
just takes me and like
I have.
gotta remember these things as we go.
It'd be better to do it.
One minor, one major.
Just
One minor, 2 minors.
Shiv.
One
I
minor,
still
one
have
major.
Yes.
I still still two major
Um,
actions.
I'm gonna take out my healing orb and.
Okay.
How much does that heal me for again?
3d6. Guys, I think that's what you put in
Plus anything?
What?
it. The healing crystal.
Yes.
Plus
No.
anything?
No, just 3d6.
Healing stone, 3d6.
All right.
To draw.
So sad.
It's you. Nine points of penetrating damage to you.
Yay! What is that minus
5 points of penetrating damage to you.
So does that have my armor?
No, it's through all the way through your armor.
Penetrating.
And then 2 on old boy over there.
Was that me?
4 points of penetrating damage to Shuv.
Damn it.
14 to hit you, Shuv. Just want to double clarify.
You tell me.
I don't have your card anymore.
Oh, right. Yes.
6 points of damage penetrating.
Son of a fuck! How much?
For the first attack, mighty blow, not mighty blow, but lightning attack hits for 9 points piercing.
So 5 and 9?
Yeah.
Sorry,
14.
bro.
I can't even.
Kolga, it's
The
your turn.
rage is blinding. You have
Arcane
no
Blast,
idea.
the smallest, most wounded one.
Yep.
I might still hit.
Hmm?
12?
Hits.
Wow. Actually, I stunted for fucking
Nice.
1.
That's skirmish, or rapid reload, or stay aware.
I refuse to use it. 5.
It evaporates. Bert, followed by Shuv.
And I'll run up to the other small one near him and slap it with a short sword.
Okay. You out of bullets?
No, I'm running low on shooting all these little tiny shit out. So,
Puddings.
yeah.
Tar pits.
Uh, 14
14 damage?
to hit.
Oh, 14 hits, yeah. I'm actually kind of skipping the hit phase because I'm assuming if you roll low and that low, you actually just don't deserve to hit.
8.
It also evaporates.
How many left?
2 left
Where?
in front of him.
She just used both her major actions.
I didn't. I've only used one each turn.
You only get 1 each turn.
But I had the 2 left over from my stone
And you
cloak.
forgot them, so we're just gonna go past
I
it.
thought you said you'd give me 2 major actions.
Because of the fact that we'd already skipped you, but then you forgot them. So we're just gonna keep going to keep things moving.
The ruling is sucks to suck.
Apparently.
Shove.
I believe in you, brother.
You can. All right, Yave.
You got this.
You had a major and a minor.
Is he now cursed with apathy?
He touched.
son of a
He
whore.
touched the lever, and
I
now
know what I
it's
said.
You son of a whore. Wait.
Oh, he's aware.
I know what I said.
Oh, yo.
Reduce the cost of your next stunt. Who wants that, Kolga?
No. I won't get one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
If you'd given it to me last turn, I could have mighty blowed, but, you know. I wouldn't have got the stun point then.
Then I'll save it for myself.
Yep, you do that.
Or you can give it to me, I stunt a lot.
You can have it then.
I feel bad for Daniel because he like never
You get
stunts
one!
ever.
Yeah,
And
that's all
when
I
you
need.
do, it's 1 and 2.
So I think the last big actual stun I had was lightning attacking a ceiling.
No, that. Oh yeah, that's right. It was.
Alright. Arcane Blast on one of the.
One of the butt sticks.
Yeah. 9 plus. What is it? Accuracy?
Yep.
9.
9 hits.
5.
You see a little bit of it come off and evaporate.
Just a little bit of it evaporated.
Shiv.
At least it didn't split.
I want my 2 major actions back.
I want to kill.
I'm afraid I'm going to make it worse.
What?
Also, I'm dying. I mean, not literally, but I'm getting there.
Cool.
Um,
Should tell us that before when we can take our turn.
Just stand behind me. I have stone cloak up.
okay. That's my
Hide
turn.
behind the girl.
You hide behind her? Alright.
I'm not hiding behind the girl. I'm hiding behind the girl, hiding behind the rocks.
It misses you.
Yay.
That's called taking cover.
Second one hits you at 5 stun points.
Just because you thought of it
It's
first.
going to lightning attack and mighty blow.
Yay.
The first attack deals 11 points of penetrating damage, which means you get no armor for it.
Okay.
Second attack. 13 hit you? I'm almost sure.
No, I have 20 armor right now.
That's,
No, that's defending.
Oh, then, yeah, 13's defense. Wing plus 1, so 14.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
Alright. Kolvik, followed by Bert.
Cute.
You stunted!
Oh look, I rolled 2 1s and a 2. I stunted.
But
8.
hits.
You can use. Well, now I bet you wish you had one more stunt point.
No, I don't. I'm gonna skirmish myself out of the dungeon.
You can only go to
Go to Mighty Blue if you
Even
weren't
if
so
6.
angry.
Even if we had some spare fucks to lend to Daniel at this point, he wouldn't give them to anyone.
I'm rolling like you fucker. You took it. You couldn't even average it out between us.
Tim, where's your dice that you rolled 6s on all sides? Give them to Daniel.
Randall's got him.
Oh look!
Oh, of course he does!
Oh look! The side with the 6 smudged. It's a 0 now.
Poor Daniel, our whipping boy.
We have to give him hugs when we got a break.
Maybe you.
Bert. Bert's turn. Bert followed by Shove, who I'm assuming is going to do nothing, right? I was going to skip you if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Every time, just...
You guys got this.
The
Shove
next
is going to
smallest,
get
I'll whack
such
with my
electric.
sword.
We traded places. I'm the one fighting, and he's the one trying to be a boss.
No, I'm not really.
This is what
Daniel
happens
would
when
have
you
real
tell
ears
me
and
that
stab
magic
you to
is
death.
effective.
12 hits.
He's like, oh,
And
you still play over.
Like, I'm not even pouting because I'm mad. I'm just
6.
like, I'm disappointed that I'm ineffective.
You haven't seen Bert blasting them in the face with his guns?
No, my disappointment has blinded me.
And now I'm running around just slapping him with the flat edge of my short sword.
Shaving some of them off, like.
I mean, that's like, what Shove is doing is
Yave.
You still behind me?
I am.
Alright, well, is there still one coming at me? Oh yeah, there is.
They're right in front of you.
Yep. Because their meal just ran and hid behind you.
They just want to assimilate you.
I understand.
Meep.
I don't know why you're so upset. They want you to be one with them.
Actually, they live in a utopia society. They feel nothing. They think nothing.
They also
Yeah,
are
right.
nothing but jello.
Hold on. I was
And
reading
they can
that
do
wrong.
lightning. It's paradise.
Which one has more HP? I guess which one's bigger?
They're both the one to your right.
They both are they still?
Yeah, one's smaller, but the one to your right's bigger.
Rock blast.
Okay.
14 plus 3. I made that. 15 for the, and then let's see, 1d6 plus willpower, penetrating and target knocked prone, but I can do that. Oh boy! 4. What happened? What happened to my attacks being?
Shiv,
You're
you
doubting
are now
yourself and
hiding
your rock
behind
powers.
a rock-covered lady as she gets eaten alive by the same thing you were getting eaten alive by.
Yeah, I took cover.
Yeah.
You're explaining the situation I prepared for.
Are you just gonna hide behind me the entire time?
Yes.
I mean, until you're dissolved, and then we'll find something else.
Oh,
I mean, how long do you think you can take it?
Can a whistle sword
Can
not
her
do
healing
something?
eventually turn into
Do you
life
want me to try
leeching where
to
it's
chop in
like,
half the
take
thing
it
that is
back?
covering you?
No.
I'm trying to be
appreciate
nice
the
here.
honesty.
You're asking me to swing a sword at something that's covering
Can you not swing around?
You could stab instead of swinging.
Fucking
You
like
twit.
what? Scrape it off you like butter?
Not me! Hit them!
Are they not on
No,
her?
they're not on her. They're just in front of her trying to eat her.
Well, that's different.
Well, yeah, like just like peek around.
I
Take
thought
your
they were
turn.
like covered in mud, like
Take your
under
turn.
mud.
I go.
Alright.
You just like lean out and
Yeah, I'll stab.
With your
Stab.
whistle blade.
Yeah,
Like a slide whistle.
stab.
Go ahead. Builds up. It's really
Learn
hard.
the
It's
whistle.
really hard to miss these
If you have
guys.
a whistle sword, you have to learn to
But
whistle.
I pulled it off. I
If
stunted them.
What'd you roll?
he rolled the same thing I
Let's see.
did.
Hang on. 9.
9 hits.
Oh no, Jesus. Alright.
oh, I stunted last time too. I rolled 2-6. God damn it!
That's why you gotta keep track of this shit.
And
I don't
I
ever-
will.
I bet you roll more stunts than you think you do.
I
just
bet I
for
roll
hits.
stunts every goddamn time. I just don't pay attention.
How many stun points is lethal
Well,
blow?
fix it.
Or not the
Here.
not lethal blow, the lesser
Nope.
version.
What's
of
right?
it. My 2? Okay,
You want his
almighty
rolls?
blow.
Nobody wants that.
So,
I've been rolling 6. Oh.
Guess what finger I'm holding up?
If you had,
No, I don't want his roll. Never mind. You're right. You're right.
and remember, if you roll
11
3
damage.
6s, it's
Huh?
an epic
11
maneuver.
damage.
And, it's goes down in history.
stab from the.
Hits.
Isn't that how I
Splits in
killed
half.
it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
I
pretty
stab,
much-
not slash.
That's why we keep talking about it. Apparently.
I know that.
It was very new.
Oh no, I double casted it.
How many are there now that it's split in half?
3.
Might as well be triple sixes.
And are they like all really tiny?
There's 2 extremely tiny ones. Like you can step on these motherfuckers, and then there's one okayish one.
Okay-ish. Did you cut it in half?
It's going to lethal blow you.
I may have.
Who?
Look, I thought that way we could split it. You would fight one, I'd fight one. Teamwork.
Yeah.
If they're both still going
17 points of penetrating damage
Wow! From which one?
from the big one.
Okay, well, apparently I pissed him off.
The little ones can do that much damage.
I'm
too,
actually
They all do the
dying.
same kind of damage.
Which is bullshit.
It is bullshit. I love it.
I'm actually dying. I'm legitimately.
You at 0?
I'm at like his level. I'm at 18.
Oh,
That's not dying then.
all right. Well,
From 54?
You're not helping, you can't talk.
another hits you again for
Spend
4
a
stun
session and a
points.
half at less than 10 HP and then we'll talk.
Are you
She's
kidding me
done
right
that
now?
before. She used to raid.
This one's gonna disarm you, and when it disarms you,
Just take my cards?
These things don't have a centralized brain, but they have battle tactics.
I don't
well,
think-
here's
No,
the-
they
no,
just
here-
melting
here's
her
the
arm
thing.
off.
Here's the thing. Your arcane focus, the thing that you channel your power through, it just ate it.
My cards.
Yes.
Better get it out.
I like need those.
They're in there.
Well, don't worry, when it splits, they'll go flying
I'm
everywhere.
going in.
It's how you
You
Um,
said what? It hit me for what?
It hasn't hit you for damage yet. I had to roll damage, but for its stun points,
I'm not sure you can
it's-
disarm arcane devices, though.
There are anything. She has a weapon that she uses for arcane device.
No, she has
No,
the deck.
I had my shield, but now I use my cards.
said
'cause
she
I
had to
have
change it
use
to
my
the deck.
cards.
I didn't
It
say
She
that.
did.
changes my card. It changes it to my cards whenever I
I-
specialize.
The specialization says that.
We
Yeah.
explicitly had this conversation.
So it took all like 68 of my cards and just like ate them.
They're in there.
Good thing they're magic.
I just magic powered the goddamn pudding.
Well, you better back up and get behind Shuv.
And now it deals 8 points of penetrating damage to you.
And it draws a card.
Well, tell your brother to do something.
So I'm at 10 HP. I am at 10 HP right now.
The other one misses.
I went from 40 to 10.
Yeah, that's usually what happens to
Cool.
casters.
It's your turn. When they try to get in front, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Casters should be in the back. You should never let anything get in front of you, get behind you.
I
Especially
came
a
up
rock
to
and
heal
run.
you.
Well, we're gonna have a talk about all of this then, because clearly you're all bad at this. And I'm going to die too.
Says the guy with the scythe wound across his stomach.
Yep.
Who went first at peak?
Yeah,
Well, you all
seem
include
distressed.
me.
What's wrong?
He'll be included in his own lecture.
Shuv, we're dying out here!
Yeah,
We're
but he-
legitimately dying!
No, it's okay. He
Uh,
believes in us.
She's Indiana Jones as the wall's coming down, screaming outside, "We're all going to die!"
I'm casting Healing Aura,
Okay.
and I stunted for Mighty Spell.
Oh,
Well,
thank
yeah.
God.
Oh, hey!
I still have to roll well.
That's the
It's all
shitty,
ones.
that's the shitty thing about healing in games.
14 hit points to everybody.
Oh,
Nice.
thank God.
I'm going to put my guard up, and I'm going to yell at Shuv, if you don't come help, we're going to die. Pick up your glaive and do what you're supposed to.
I slapped the smallest.
Okay.
Even Bert pitching in!
What'd you roll?
Even bird.
5 naturally.
Even bird? I think it's even
Naturally?
Shiv, actually.
Naturally.
Well, not anymore right
Shots
now.
fired.
Like you're
I figured. Is that can that be a
He's
minor?
kind of using one of the mages as a shield.
Minor action. What's your minor action?
Minor is we got it. It's fine.
There's still a big one, so...
Shove.
All right, I'll get up. Trudge over there, real slow, like dragging my halberd behind me. Fine. What's left?
A really, 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 really tiny one, and then
what a
a
big
pseudo
one.
okay one.
What? Yeah, the big.
All right,
the
I'm
fucking
gonna hit the
mouth
tiny one with the flat end of the axe part of the
You can just
halberd.
drop your axe onto it.
part. You could sneeze at it, that might kill it too. Oh.
You hit. I promise you, you hit.
With a 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit with a 5.
All right. Stunted for 2.
They have a defense of 4.
Does their defense lower as they get smaller? Or
No, they're just
just
4.
fours?
Oh.
So with 2, I'm gonna use
They're
shadow
not trying to
scoot.
move away from you.
I'm gonna use shadow scoot to take the larger of them and put it on the opposite, like where I just came from, so that all my friends are behind me. And then
Okay.
it's then me and then everyone else.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
And I probably kill it. The tiny one with 15 damage.
Yeah, nice. All right. Yavesh.
Deep fight. That's my shit.
Thank you, Shub. You're a lifesaver. That one still has my card. Fuck.
Which one?
That
The
big one.
big one?
God.
I can't eat them.
Can I still use magic if it has my arcane device?
Can't use your arcane blast.
Okay.
It's gotta be armored.
I'm not sure about arcane spells, but I'm gonna.
I'm
allow
not sure you
that.
can disarm an arcane device, so we're just gonna have to wing it.
You have the cards that you've already pulled on you, so it's like you're half connected still.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's true. I still have.
Can she cast spells or not?
I just
Yeah,
can't
I'm totally
talk.
alright
Okay,
with it.
cast a spell.
Until we figure it out. And you can disarm any item if it's in your hands. So yes.
Or we could just say you can't use your master
Well, that
ability.
means you can't disarm mine because I don't hold mine.
So it's
Can't disarm yours. She
it's
can't.
it's in front of him now, away from us. So can I? I'm gonna try. Can I like lean out and get in my line of sight? Because I got 20 yards to work with here, and rock blast it.
Giant fucking board.
Just a Ouija board.
It would be so outrageous. I would allow it and be completely fucking okay with
It's
it.
called Yavio.
Yeah, Leo.
13. I just barely missed, or just barely got it.
All right.
And 1d6. 8 points of penetrating damage.
We're almost done. Done with this fight, so.
Okay. All right. Shiv, followed by the pudding.
Shiv,
Shiv,
Yes.
Your
turn.
turn.
you can come out now. It's away.
Okay. I'll come out. But I'm going back.
There's nothing back there for you.
It's his
Shut
turn.
up.
It's his turn. It's his turn. Let him take his turn.
Although we're all kind of moving at the same time ish.
I will stab it.
So you run in and step.
Yes. I'm not a quick
He's
barbarian.
gonna have to blow through every hole in his blade to get all the goo out.
I'd rather just keep it in there.
17.
17?
No,
hits.
that's how you get disease in your bones.
He's been to the House of First enough times.
Brass
He knows
and
what
woodwind
diseases
instruments
are.
can build up shit.
There's literally
Bad shit.
nothing
Really?
Yeah.
that this slime can do to me that the House of
Dude
First
died
is
in the
not.
back wagon. Never cleaned it.
Slime's going to House of First and die of disease.
7 damage. Not great.
He didn't split it.
Okay.
Did.
It misses.
Yay.
I rolled 2, 2, 1. Kovic.
Cool. 14.
To do what?
Shoot it in the face for 6 damage of magical doom.
Yay, Magical Doom! It is looking much smaller now. It is probably 15% of the size it was when it started.
So it's just like this gelatinous orb around my fucking cards. Just this tiny.
It's actually like every now and then a tip and edge of the card kind of comes out of it.
Who's next?
Next would be Bert, followed by Shuv.
And it's still one single. Yeah. With my short sword, I stunned him. Lethal blow. And. Yeah, just lethal blow.
Okay. You do enough damage to squash it down. It goes splat. The cards lie flat on the ground, and that's where we're going to end this combat for before break.
Hey, Lou!
Lacey, I know you're talking in there and you can't hear me. Take us out, please.
Back to the computer.
We had just finished fighting some black puddings. What would you guys like to do? The lever's already been pulled.
I'm going to healing check everybody. So.
And you
going to-
You can also take a short rest, which is 5 plus your con.
Oh, that sounds like a better idea. And then I'll heal check everyone.
You can get
I
short
am
rest, 5 plus your con. Plus
Healed up. And I look at my new loot cards.
I will kill you for those. Give them back.
What is
Oh
it,
my god,
1d6
you're
plus
slimy.
Ever play 52 pickup?
They're
No, it's
already
fi- it's 5
covered
plus
in
your con.
slime. Don't
Oh.
do this, Bert. I will punch you again.
Bert, give the lady her blue.
As they go everywhere.
Roll to punch, Bert.
No, you
No,
don't.
no, roll to punch, Bert. He didn't take any goddamn damage in that battle. I'm gonna punch the shit out of
I
him.
took a lot of damage.
How much do I need to punch him?
Don't worry about it.
I took a lot of damage.
How much do I get for damage? Do I get double damage?
No.
Can I
Pick up.
rage as a clerical orc?
Oh.
1d3?
Pick up
As a
your
healer,
cards.
you have anger issues.
Pick up your cards.
3! Take 3 damage.
Pick up your cards.
Even though we take a rest and you recover it instantly, take 3 damage.
So what are you guys doing after your short rest?
Picking up my cards.
I'm going to examine the lever.
It was already pulled.
Cool. Bert, are you fine?
Yeah, I'm good.
Like, are you actually fine instead of your usual sardonic, sarcastic asshole self?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Okay. Shiv,
2
you
minutes later, he's
get.
like, why won't you heal me, asshole?
Shiv, you get 12.
Neat. It was 1 in 12.
Yave gets
Actually, I'm pretty good.
18.
Wait, what is the short rest?
5 plus your con.
You get 18.
I got a little zap, but
Shove gets a very angry Kulgut crossing his arms in front of him, like, really?
A short rest is where you sit there and
Really?
don't do anything for a little while.
7.
What the fuck is that on your spreadsheet? I'm sorry.
Did you
What,
hit
that?
it?
Yeah.
That's
Did it
Chica.
die?
That's Thanos.
You
That's
gonna
what
do
I
that
thought
again?
was first.
Yes, you are going to hit stuff. And we're not going to talk about this again.
But you
it's
No,
said.
no. You still can kill them by beating the shit out of them.
Okay.
Through sheer force of will.
But you do get 12 hit points.
I don't need them.
Is there a pit I can hurl myself into?
May or may not be full health.
Yes, there is a dark pit.
I'm going to ask
with your
Yamini
luck,
to give me a heal check, since
with your
apparently
luck,
you
you
can't
can
do
throw
it
yourself into it.
Hold on. Give me a
Get down
second.
there
Out
and
of
show
combat you
there.
can.
Out of combat, I can't.
Yes.
20,
Cool.
Get down here without hurting yourself, too. Because I did.
49. Sweet, thank you. Wait, do I recover any MP? That's long rest only, right?
No, you have to rest for an hour before you get an EMP back.
But luckily, you still have stone on you.
I have what?
Your
still have
stone will
to
last
rest.
until we leave the dungeon, basically.
Yay. Alrighty.
And did you give yourself back the magic points for recasting it when you really didn't need to?
So, there's going to be another room. I suggest we formulate a plan.
I am going to enter the room,
Yes.
and then I imagine something will happen.
I imagine there's going to be more traps, so we should figure out a way to deal with that first.
At the risk of defiling the dead, I put forth the suggestion that we retrieve the dwarf and roll him down the hallway.
I have something to add to that.
If it's no, then I don't care.
No, it's we get him to use his cool sword to chop him off at the joint so we can throw pieces of him down the hallway.
I'd rather roll him. It tickles me.
He's like, I need this, guys.
He started off as the pacifist, and he's like, please, he was our comrade. I need to roll his dead body down the hallway.
No, at this
I
point
need
it's
this for me.
At this point, it's keeping what I have alive. I will compromise everything to do that.
Well, I think it would be easier just because
I didn't hear a no. Shove. Let's go get the body.
Right. I go retrieve.
Did we already explore all that this wing had to offer?
I go retrieve the body. I hoist it over my shoulder and bring it
We can
to
do
the
his
new
shield and
room
sword,
that is
though.
on the right.
Alright.
Yeah, if there's more than one pressure plate and someone's rolling it, they're gonna be, in the line
it's
of.
not someone rolling it. It's Shove, and he'll probably just
Break all
You
the guy's
want-
legs anyway.
hoist it.
You want to send our best attacker down a hallway that could potentially, I don't know, cut him in half.
I can fix that.
So far, that has been our strategy, yes.
We could just chop the pieces off him off and throw him down the hall.
That might not be heavy enough.
So I'm gonna start walking down the
You don't
hallway
think a piece of a
with the
charred
guy on my
arm and
shoulder,
heavy
and I'm just
armor?
gonna call back like, how far do I go before I roll in?
Hurl him at the corner, or roll, whichever.
Alright, so I'm gonna set him on the
I
ground.
cover your
Be
ears.
careful.
Yep.
If you hear a click, duck.
Set him on the ground and just kick him real hard.
Okay, he
7
rolls to the end of the hallway, and you see like 12 spears come out of the wall on both sides,
Oh,
Now he looks like a
Jesus crap.
Katamari, where he's just rolling with fucking.
pinch him, and then
I assume that since he's still in the pressure plate, that's not going to happen again.
Then yeah,
Is he
let's
still
leave
on
him
the
there.
pressure plate?
I assume the spear stopped him.
I mean,
That
did he
stopped
fall?
me.
yeah,
Didn't he fall back down onto the?
he didn't stop. He wasn't in the air. He rolled, and as he rolled, he hit the pressure plate, and they
But
and
he
grabbed his
didn't-
ass, and he stopped.
Oh,
His forward movement stopped,
okay. But
as they say in football.
But when they retracted, he just fell to the ground.
Yeah.
Or is
He was already on the ground.
He was stopped rolling.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to him and kinda, is he past the corner of the hallway? Alright, I'm gonna step over him
Okay.
and peer around the corner.
Same kind of setup, dripping ceiling, levers.
Hey, I got an idea. You have water whip?
I found a lever.
I have an idea too. Can we just throw his shield at the lever?
I'm gonna pull the lever.
You gonna go in and pull the lever?
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Never mind. Decision made for us.
You pull the lever. You hear a
What?
from the other room.
But where the... You know what? I don't care.
Where the what?
Let's go before they decide.
Maybe
to
they just came over from the other side.
The oozes were roaming
Hello
monsters.
from the
Roaming?
left.
Yep, meaning that if you had rolled a 5 or a 6 in any room, they would have been there.
Oh, sweet.
Well, let's go back and investigate the hopefully won't smash us into paste giant.
I like him, he's my friend, I'm gonna go say hi.
Okay, well, yeah, you just be careful, hon. Just go say hi.
What are you talking about? We're going too.
As you guys come
Behind
into
the meat.
the main chamber,
The
you hear I'm free!
I don't like that laugh.
Oh, thank you. Filthy Spirit. Your reward, yes?
Yes.
Sure.
To the south, 10 miles. You'll come across a large tree with purple flowers, or it did however long ago it was. And in the trunk of that tree, on the 5th branch, as he stands up and reaches out and counts like in his head, he now towers over top of you.
Oh, my neck.
5th branch, and then he drops down and back on his butt. 5th
Dizzy?
branch.
Dizzy?
Ugh.
Do you need to be healed?
I'm good. I will have the strength to make it home.
You're gonna walk across the ocean.
I can swim.
Well, good luck in being homeward bound.
So 5th branch, in the hollow of the trunk, there's your stash.
I would avoid the Empire.
What if
Actually, there's more than one
Yeah.
Empire now.
What is an empire?
So those things that the old people made up of, we would call those empires. And now there's new ones. Made up of us.
Have we not learned anything?
No.
I think you'll be safe. Just stay out of the line of man.
I'd stay in the
or-
mountains.
Yeah.
I believe there's a chain that comes near the Erdan Sea. I'll follow it.
They like to dress in red.
And they are red. Yeah, they,
They
Can we give him a cultural lesson of the Lorentine Empire?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, many years ago, after the fall of your peoples, empires grew, mostly of humans, like those two.
Skip ahead 3 hours, and that's why we shoot on sight.
They sold their souls to a demon, conquered, they all grew horns, they all turned red, they're very magic heavy, firearms heavy, like what he's got. It's like an arrow, but it propels it much faster and harder.
He doesn't know what an empire is. I want to know what's. I would love to see what's in his mind when he says firearms. He's like,
Yes, magic.
Wacky waving inflatable firearm man.
Oh my god.
you have the right to bear arms.
The sad thing is when you finish it, and he says practically why we shoot on sight. He's like, that makes sense.
I would avoid the elves. They seem to think you're some horrible, evil creature from beyond the pale who had to be locked up here forever. That's why we were sitting down here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and share all our aspirations with him.
I don't want him to die after all this. That'd be tragic. There's enough.
And shitty that we had to go through that so just for him to die.
I can heal real quick. Actually, I have Can I give him one of my glowing lily petals? Here, this'll help you. It was given to me by it was grown in the mountains.
Why do you raise your hand?
He like lifts the leaf up to his mouth.
I have a question.
Okay.
How did you get so big?
Maybe I was born that way.
Do you, have you never seen Archon?
I've seen a lot of things,
But you ain't one of them.
but I've not seen a person as big as you.
We giants were the first. We were of the 4 ruling races until the Uthuk decided that we were lesser.
Huh?
They were betrayed and enslaved. I think they all live up north.
They don't have
Yes.
a whole lot of friends.
Human.
I want to be big like you.
1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups.
I can't. He looks at you guys like,
He's a special individual.
If you continue to eat,
all your vegetables.
yeah, and
If you eat 3 dozen eggs, you'll be the size of a barge, like him.
Nice reference. Disney.
yeah, if you keep eating well and being a good
Yeah.
person, then you'll get big and strong like
Giant's
him.
like,
That's how he got big and strong.
Some magic might help too. We'll find you some magic growth hormones.
Okay, nice meeting you.
I know there's a plant that grows.
I know a lady who
they're
can turn her
called
first name real big.
steroids. It's the stair plant.
Good try.
The what?
The oids of
The
stero.
the stair plant. Their seeds are called oids. Steroids.
The oids of stero. The stero.
As he walks out, he grabs the two sentinels and pushes their heads down, crushing them.
Jesus.
I'm glad it was them and not us.
How's he gonna get out of the thing? I spoke too soon.
He didn't need to keep.
How's he gonna get up the ladder? Let's go find out.
You just follow him. He literally kicks. You know the long, narrow. He like
He's recovering quickly.
walks through it and then puts his foot through it until he keeps stomping it until he gets to a point where he can crawl through. And you're literally just following this path of destruction.
Safe travels.
You're following.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you don't follow him, it's gonna cave in around you.
Yeah.
Oh, then come on, let's go, everyone.
Isn't it really awkward when you say bye and you both leave in the same direction?
And then especially when one of you starts crushing sentinels and just caving in the whole place.
I want
It's
to
like,
take
hate when
that
happens.
cloak with me after
Okay.
this.
After you guys get to once you guys get to the ladder that goes up out, he just reaches his hands up and then just
Neat.
What color is his skin, by the way?
it's like a pale grayish white.
Wait, he's gray? Put him back. You say
Damn,
that like it
filthy
fucking
grays.
matters.
Just
I was
like,
curious for this.
Oh, okay.
to understand. I guess.
I didn't know if it was like, you know, since a
Oh,
color
No,
guy,
he's
we don't
not
want-
he's not a chromatic
Gray
color, so he's not
skins.
evil.
I'll give you a D3.
Cool. But take away a d6.
Now I'll never stop.
He reaches down into the thing and lifts you all up out.
Thank you.
I think the elves are just afraid of you because you can so easily push down a tree.
Sacrilegious to them.
I look
Yeah.
forward to them giving
Push
us
down a
electric.
tree. For fuck's sake, he just caved this whole place. He could push a tree down here, and on the other side of the plane, there's a tree pumps up.
And that's how trees can.
That's how the world works. The world is flat.
Yep.
There's just a bunch of giants on the
Is
other
that what
side,
the giant's
occasionally,
saying?
very slowly pushing up.
Somewhere in
trees.
Raikik, a man with a mustache goes, "What is the flat?" I can't do any other grass voice, sorry.
The world.
But
All
back
right.
in their time, the world was flat, and some wizard curved it.
Exactly. Dickhead. That's canon now. I'm okay with that. It's
So
canon
there
now.
is an internal world.
My brain.
The hollow earth
By
theory,
curved it,
so
you
that's
mean
real.
discovered it was round?
No,
No, it's a hollow earth theory.
I like the idea.
Someone rolled
Shit,
in
I
already
very
actually wrote
poorly
that.
while trying to use magic in one of those years where magic is fucked
We have
up.
there's a thin
Just
crust that
curved.
separates both sides.
We'll talk about this later.
Before then, you could just shoot arrows and they just go straight forever. No down. No curvature of the earth, nothing.
If I had a week, I
Wizards
couldn't explain all the reasons this is incorrect.
Do what?
If I had a week, I couldn't explain all the reasons this is incorrect.
So,
A wizard created
where's he
gravity.
headed
Fuck him.
after we get out?
What?
Where's he headed after
He
we get out?
immediately heads north.
That's some keen navigational directions.
His name was
Well-
Isaac Newstein.
Never mind. I'm
He,
sure
he looks back
what
to you. He
time-
looks back at you and he says, he goes, "We giants always know north."
Also, sun and kind of goes away.
And he has a much higher vantage point knowing where everything's at. Like,
Also, apparently, when he gets out front of the ground, he loses all sense of grammar.
Travel safely.
Well, you're like half of the conversation he's had in the last however long he's been down there, so.
so now he thinks that
Everything
grammar
he's
is how you
learning from
speak.
you.
Oh, okay.
So we should
I just
go,
taught him the modern age standard.
So we should go opposite of where he went to go get our.
I think we should just wait a few minutes and go back to Wasta.
But what about the? Okay, I mean.
Nobody's gonna go find it.
Go find what?
The
the
dude's
reward.
stash.
Oh, yeah.
What?
10 miles? That's not very long. That's probably the shortest distance we've ever been required to walk.
Yeah. Let's go get it. We have to climb, but
I'm sensing some butt hurt.
My feet hurt so
I think
much.
the tree by now is like giant sequoia.
I've been gluing straps of boots to the
Large
bottom of my
tree.
boots.
so can we go get the
You guys.
10 miles, let's go
the
find the
stash.
biggest tree we can find.
with purple flowers?
It is the biggest tree you can find. This tree is fucking massive.
And on the 5th branch,
Wow.
which is
Now, like-
now on the very top peak.
You gotta remember, he's been in there for hundreds of years.
So who's got a grappling hook?
So I need somebody to roll me a d6 on your way through the jungle.
3.
3. As you're wandering through,
Oh god.
you hear footsteps in the trees above you.
I look up.
Nothing but shadow above you.
Like
that's
literal
talk.
wall of shadow.
If that's Talk, I'm gonna kill him.
If that.
It's
I
not
bet-
worth the effort.
Have you met Talk yet?
No.
I see, my
prepare to-
friends.
Hello,
Do
Talk.
they see me? Magic.
Hello, Talk. How are you?
We're back.
He jumps down out of the tree. Talking of secrets.
Oh, hi.
He is a small gnome with really long, scraggly hair. Some of it's knotted in places. Big ass nose. He's wearing a loincloth. He's got a crown and a scepter.
Are you king of this jungle?
Me talk, king of jungle.
Okay, well,
Now he is.
greetings, Your Majesty.
No. Local village idiot at best.
What are these secrets,
With
Talk?
stolen magic items.
Not stolen, just found.
To be
No!
fair,
Talk found these at base of cliff.
that is true.
Wait, a base of a cliff?
Yes.
You found magical items?
Because some dude thought it was a good idea to throw them off.
Who was
Because
on
we were
top of
attacking
that
them for
cliff?
them.
The pirates.
What?
Pirates.
There was magical items at the base of a cliff this entire
And?
time?
No,
And
he took them right after
Us.
they fell off.
and you.
Right. And did the pirates drop the magical items?
Yes.
They literally threw them off the cliff so we couldn't have them.
Right.
Basically, ow, quit attacking me. Go after that instead. And then we still killed him.
So you didn't steal these.
No.
Alright,
No.
I'm done. Shove, you're up.
Talk, what are these secrets you know?
I know many secrets.
I know magical
Did you
items
know-
grow on the cliff face.
He does say that. But he's like, Talk knows. Talk knows that Lord Tyr is coming from Vak'nesh
How?
all the way to Wasta.
Why does that name ring a bell?
So I have several questions. One. How do you even know those words?
Vak'nesh is city
Yes.
on the island off the beach thing.
He has nothing better to do than to be a voyeur at other
How,
campsites.
how do you know this?
I see his ship, big red mast, come down river
To where?
to Wasta.
Fuck.
Isn't that where Serendipity, his daughter, is?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, is that wrong person? Okay, never mind. Who is
Lord Tyr?
Bathna?
Vak'nesh, I think.
Methinks that Lord Tyr, he thinks he king of jungle.
Okay, yeah, that's not good.
Talk king of jungle.
Why don't you go
Yes.
tell him you're king of jungle and for
Yes,
him to
Your
leave?
Majesty.
Why are you telling us this, Talk?
Because it's secret. I guess it's not so secret.
Is it because you got shiny things? Because we tricked some pirates?
Yes.
That's a good reason.
That was any reason.
Ooh. Me no other secret.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's got the Rolodex going.
Oh. I know where entrance to Cradle is.
Oh,
The cradle of life.
Cradle of Nature.
we're looking for that. Yeah.
Like, same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Talk, I'd like to remind you of two things. One, once we're done talking, I'm going to try real hard to kick you.
Why did you interrupt him? Now he's not going to tell us.
No, hang on. And two, the reason I'm going to try to kick you is because the last time you pointed us in a helpful direction,
A tiger.
it was towards the thing that was chasing you and you insisted it was dangerous. Before that, you tried to feed us to a tiger. Somewhere in between, I stopped trusting you. It's harsh, I know, but it just happened.
Well, don't. No, never mind. You should probably. I'm not gonna end it.
You haven't been in this jungle long enough or been ambushed by this thing nearly enough times.
Talk holds
to
up his
judge you for
scepter.
kicking him.
No. Talk.
Try again, Randall.
No. Talk, King of Jungle.
So the jungle can't hurt talk.
And then he disappears and appears in the tree above you.
Oh,
That's different.
damn. Holy shit.
Talk, King of Jungle.
Yes.
Did he find out he's actually arcane?
Talk
influence?
has Scepter of King of Jungle.
I'm gonna make a willpower roll to do my thing.
To try to like catch up to him.
15.
I want to see what he does.
Do you get any stun points?
What? Oh no.
Because you have to stun.
Shit, I forgot I had to stun.
You concentrate real hard. You just see Shuv go.
Alright, I'm gonna try again in a minute.
Well, Your Majesty, where is the entrance to the...
Shut. Talk, King of Jungle. Saw driftwood. That what called?
Yeah,
In
yes,
river?
Yes.
Driftwood. Go up inside a mountain and disappear.
Driftwood doesn't go up a river. River slow down.
This river, stupid man, go up.
Okay, alright.
I legitimately have nothing more.
Okay, so where did you see this?
Let's try again. Nope. Shit.
Talk saw
Third time to
along Big River, split off towards this side.
Okay, towards the south? Okay, alright, and it went up, correct?
Up now.
That's what the master is talking about with your, boat.
Oh boy. The
So,
boat.
I'm
Go
guessing...
get your boat.
Shut up.
I'm gonna guess that could be
It's
a
gonna
place...
be end up under your bed, and I'm gonna say that.
Well, thank you, Your Majesty.
How
What
quickly
do
does
you...
it expand?
Really quick.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Do you have any other
Vertical.
secrets for us?
Do it.
Do you have any other secrets for us?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He teleports down and farts and then leaves. It's a big one.
Alright. Go ahead and tell me he's not capable.
Let's go to the
Go ahead
tree.
and tell him.
You should have...
I'm gonna
picked
start
them.
walking towards the tree thing again.
Can I pick the petals around it? Just... Can I see if they're alchemaic or whatever?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a lore check. So what are you guys gonna do? The tree is massive.
Guess we're gonna start climbing.
I wonder if I'll be able to see the big red boat from here.
Who's gonna climb? Are you all gonna try and
16.
climb?
I have.
There's
14
one that gives
dexterity.
the
Go for it.
There's one that would it would take
14.
12
Well, I
petals,
think
and there's
they
only
said the 4.
maybe one flower here. 12 petals to make a mana potion, which is a d6.
I can make those.
3d6 of your MP back.
So there's only one of the type of those flowers here, or is there's one flower?
Just one flower.
So I can make one mana potion.
Well, I don't know if you can make it,
I have
I start.
We can't make it.
but I
But
can make it.
Oh.
you can give it to him to make for free. It won't cost him any gold.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so I have the materials?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raw material.
You should charge her anyway.
And is there anything else like the purple
I get
flower?
next
Do they
full
do
stuff
anything?
done.
Not really. They're used for dyeing. They're exotic.
Are they purple?
I'll
Yeah.
take about I don't know, dozen, 2 dozen.
Are you gonna skirmish your way up the tree?
I did. 13.
Here, catch!
I rolled a 17, 5 step points, so advantageous position in exploration stunts. So
How far up?
That dwarf's
2 yards per
So
position.
10 yards, so it's a lot of feet. It's 30 feet. That's more than enough. As you climb your way, you're just like, whatever, guys.
man from a dwarf from the desert. He's pretty good at that.
All dwarves are innately born with climbing, apparently.
They climb cactuses all day.
So,
Giant.
in this hole in the tree, you can see that there's a plethora of stuff just against the walls and all over the place.
Anything that looks inherently super useful for myself first.
Remember, you need help to identify shit.
All you know is that there's a you can definitely tell that there's a giant ring in there. Like, probably about this big around. Made of gold.
How big is a giant ring to normal people?
Could be a belt.
Like a
Bracelet?
So it could go around your arm up here then.
Is it
Could
heavy?
go around my wrist.
You see a pretty big axe. You see.
I start matching it all together with a rope, and then
Okay.
down to the bottom.
I see a train of goodies.
They're all really big, like
Jesus.
ogre and big.
I should have expected that.
Anything that's of note that's small or different or strange? Or...
They're all big.
Okay, so
Even the potions are big.
can we get a
Wait.
list then?
Yep.
Can we
There's
split
a
the
staff, an axe, a ring, a pair of boots, and a cloak.
How strong would I
3
need to
potions.
to use that axe?
3 potions, 2 crystals, and that's it.
Can we split the potions up into smaller potions?
Depends what they are and how big the bottles are, but I imagine they're probably at least 2 normal people potion size worth.
At least.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to identify shit.
So when you touch it, it shrinks down to your size.
Oh, holy shit.
Cool. Weird.
What are you trying to identify?
The ring, 16.
Okay. This is a ring. A ring of focus bonus. It gives you an additional focus to the Fate Arcana.
Fate? Hey!
Meaning when you cast spells with the Fate Arcana, you get an additional +1.
Hey!
So as I identify stuff, I will declare my results. Like the result of throwing my fucking die off the table.
So it's a ring of fate.
I'll put it to the side and assume whoever wants it, I give to her.
Thank you.
Staff.
Anything left of interest?
15.
This is an interesting. No, that's pretty much it. This is a interesting make of the Archmage staff. It is Nito.
Is what?
Nito.
Needle.
All right. So
Bonito.
it is super neat.
Do you want to write out what it does while I identify the others, or just read it to me?
This
Okay.
not only gives an additional intelligence bonus of +2, but it also gives a special talent that allows the user to re-roll spell checks.
Wait, what is that, the staff?
I did a 13 on my way back down.
I'll put the staff.
You just kind of
down.
slide from branch to branch.
Axe. 16.
This axe is also really neat.
I will tell Shuv about an axe.
This axe is the Axe of Rage.
I will tell Shuv that it's the axe of angry slashy stuff. It's rage. It's rage.
It deals an additional 2 points of damage, inert and innately by itself, and has a special talent, or stunt, which allows you to, how do I put this? When you stunt with this, you can spend 5 stunt points, and for those 5 stunt points, you can get an additional lethal blow. Like you can get 2 lethal blows.
Wow. So when you stunt with this axe, it generates 5 stunt points.
Now, that's stupid. We'll get back to me on that.
Okay. Did you forget what you were writing?
Yes.
But it does
How about like a
+2
whirlwind?
any damage.
+2 damage.
14.
14 on what?
Boots.
These are boots of speed. They grant a user an additional melee attack as a minor action.
Why not just a larger dual strike instead of 2 targets, 3 or 4? Like a whirlwind.
How about this? The axe allows you to add an additional d6 for mighty and lethal blow. As long as you're below half hit points.
If I'm below half, I get an additional.
D6 on mighty blow and lethal blow.
Let me heal you, Shuv. No. Wait.
Wait till it's 10.
Let me kill you. Hold on.
Cloak.
Watch this shit.
17.
This cloak gives you immunity to lightning.
Crystals.
I bet our pirate friend, would she have that?
Actually, both pirates we've come across.
Crystals. The first one is a spell ward. The second one is shadow slip. The third one is hero's aegis.
I will take the Aegis one. I don't care who takes the others. And the potions, I assume, are what? Jesus.
2 healings and 1 mana.
And how? And do they shrink as well, or they stay massive?
They shrink.
2 healing, 1 mana.
Do you have a mana potion?
Nope.
You get a mana potion and a healing.
And we
potion.
can make one with the
Who
flowers.
wants the healing potions?
Do you want?
Now Shuv's looking at his armor like,
Okay, so
Yeah, you keep that on.
do
You
I
take
need
You'll
the
it?
get there.
healing
You'll get to half his points
Okay.
anyway.
Shuv and Shiv take the healing potion. I'll take a
One
mana.
each? I don't need it. I already have one.
Okay.
I have a healing
You
spell.
take-
So I can tell that Shuv's like, wait, I can do more damage if I'm hurt.
We have a flower that we can make another mana potion. Do you have one?
I can make one, and then we can keep it in reserve.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, who wants an axe of rage? Shove already picked it up.
Shuv's like, it's the blade itself is actually kind of red around the edges, not from blood tinge, just naturally glowing red.
So, do you want the cloak
I
then?
like how you say naturally glowing red.
I mean, you're a water
sounds
mage. I think it
unnatural.
would be more useful. I already have fire resistance with
No,
my
the cloak.
brooch.
Or no, I mean, do you want the boots? The
What do
boots
the
of
boots
speed
do?
that gives you +1 attack. That gives you an additional attack as a minor action.
I feel like that's better for Bert.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
a
like
melee
to, but-
attack. Or is it a melee
Yeah,
attack?
it's melee.
Oh,
It's melee attack.
Okay. So you get a shiny sword and a boot. So you might be useful.
I'll pick up the staff, because I want it.
I'm going to eventually be an engineer whenever we figure that out.
I guess I can take the cloak. No, wait. I already have.
I got a nice cloak anyway. I have the ranger
Yeah,
cloak.
you can
which-
be immunity to lightning.
All right, immune to light and what? Immune?
Immune to lightning.
Sweet. I have
So
immunity
when you
to
fuck up a
lightning.
spell and you accidentally cast a thunderstorm, you'll be fine. Everybody else. will
Wait,
be
are
fine.
you also immune to fire, or do you have resistance? I don't-
Resistance.
Those are the 2 most common aggressive. The boots. Boots of speed. You get an additional melee attack as a minor action. Can you use that however many times you want?
Once per turn.
I have a ring that makes me immune to jolt,
But it means you can't move.
which
What is
hasn't
the
been
ring?
used as a spell.
So
since
that
I
means
got
you
the
can't be
ring.
stunned either.
Oh, I got.
But
So-
jolt hasn't been used as a spell from
Except me.
anyone since I got the ring.
Actually, yeah, it has. It's been used by the servant folk in the temple.
Oh, that could have been useful.
I guess I just was never the target.
It wasn't targeted.
You
Do I
were
have
you were
to
too busy
have my
knocking them off
second
the side of the wall.
weapon to use
How do I stun? Is it an innate ability that I channel through
It
my
just
weapon,
says
or
ching, ching.
how do
Melee
I
attack is a minor.
do my one a day?
It's
I
an
don't know if
ability
you want
channel
to
through
use that or
weapon.
not, since
Okay.
you have to use your minor
You
action.
just
I
go,
don't know
I'm
how
going
you
to use
work that
this, and they have to make a they have to make a target number test, which I think I gave you this back.
What the hell do you spell melee?
MELEE.
Okay.
So, now what? You can see the boat from where you were at.
How far down the river is it?
It is within 8 hours of reaching Wasta.
So, explain to me who this is and if we should be
I
worried.
know who this is.
Sure. Roll.
13 just from the raw numbers.
Was your intelligence like 120?
It'll go up to 18. Or, well, now it'll go up to 19.
What the hell was that?
Me with my new staff. My stick makes me strong.
Yeah, it gives him +1 intelligence, and then also allows him to re-roll Arcana checks. So, you know that this is the lord of the colony of Pesh, the entire colony. The people who are here, Serendipity, McWester, the mayor from Dea, the other two unknown mayors / governors, you know that they are all fall underneath his jurisdiction as Lord of the Laurentine Empire. As a Lord of the Laurentine Empire.
I suggest we book it back to Wasta to warn them.
Why? What happened? What?
Well, Serendipity's rebelled and declared herself independent. And if
Yeah, we should go back.
yeah.
She's like, fuck you guys, this is my shit. Those are her exact words.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
sounds suspiciously like Alamasca.
So I guess we're gonna book it back to us.
Make me a D check. D6, somebody. You two have already done it.
5.
6. Damn it!
11. What's 11?
Nothing. You guys, before they notice you notice them. A group of serpent folk are wandering through the jungle. No drums, no weapons drawn. They kind of shamble about.
These people?
Serpent folk.
Sorry.
So no.
So they're just sort of depressingly walking through the jungle?
Shambling. Specifically, shambling.
Like they're
Hurt?
weary.
What is that?
So there are no fighting, they're probably not looking for a fight. They've probably been running away from a great beast all this time. So I say just skirt and keep going.
But they're not even playing drums.
But I have a new axe.
They're not worth our time.
But they're made of meat, and I have this axe.
Serendipity's in trouble.
Super duper can handle herself.
Not from.
She's pretty tough.
But there's an entire.
There's a whole bunch of
armada
redcoats
going-
you can use your axe
Well,
on.
there's at least one massive ship. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's an. Yeah,
How many
there's
ships?
a lot of bad
Just one.
people after her.
One really.
Was it-
I agree. Super
Big.
duper
Okay.
can fuck off. I mean,
Was it like
what-
twice the
handle-
size
handle
of the
yourself.
previous 3?
It is
If
obviously a
Super
lord.
Duperty goes
Okay.
down, so does the House
So
of
probably
Furs.
has a lot of soldiers on board.
And not the go down you like.
We are going to save Wasta.
Alright, so you guys go to Wasta.
She's
I
gone.
haven't decided what it is.
I can't. I just have to
Be
mention the
specific.
whores are in trouble.
Did
And
I
he's
mention
out.
specifically saving the House of Furs?
The
He
whores
wasn't
are always in
motivated to
trouble.
go turn to
They're
us
whores.
until the House of Furs would go down and
Ah.
not the fun way.
Yeah.
I didn't originally intend Shiv to be a whoremonger, but it's funner now.
It's fun. It's more fun that way.
I don't know the serpent folk language though, but a lot of them know common.
As we just run by him, you fuck with this, we'll kill you!
Well, apparently my party just ran off, so how did the serpent folk react?
They turn and start moving towards them.
What can I observe about them?
Their scales are ruddy. Some of them are missing. You can see their meat under their scales. One of their eyes is missing.
Fuck, I run.
Oh.
This is easy pickings.
You already ran.
Wait a minute.
You don't.
One of their eyes is missing. Don't we know that asshole?
No, he's dead.
You guys get to Wasta, and the gate's open for you.
Well, I assume I get there at some point.
The
behind.
redcoats are coming, the redcoats are coming!
The guards go, "We know.
Do you need help?
They're not here for us.
What do you mean?
They're here for you."
And we turn around and...
The letter came for you guys at the Charming Chameleon with the Lord's seal.
And who took the liberty of opening it?
Nobody, but we assume it's coming. He's coming for you.
Okay,
we quickly go and find the letter before
Yeah,
they
let's
fucking
go
arrive.
to the whatever chameleon.
Well, they were still, what, 8 hours away?
Yeah,
8
you
miles
guys got
away?
time.
Okay.
Ow.
Well, we'll go open the letter.
Dear adventuring party of Pesh, your successes have reached my ears from down the river and across the sea. I would like to meet with you at your earliest convenience. I will be in Wasta at roughly 11 a.m. on the morning of Spetfell.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Spetfell. It's their word for something.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You kiss your brother with that mouth. Shameful.
Well, that's fascinating.
I've asked Lady Serendipity to afford me a room in her home.
Or else.
Or else. But assuming that I'm not there to take her into custody for being a fucking traitor, I'm sure she's okay with that.
Did she just write out,
Yeah.
just like passive, fucking traitor?
Official
Angry!
The first written document of shade. Just.
Thank you for your time, Lord Tyre.
Dictated but not.
I think we should probably ask Serendipity about his,
We have other problems now, too.
I don't know, he seems like a nice guy.
What other problems do we have?
Well, you lunatics ran right past the serpent folk, which is going to get you all killed. But I waited. I think they're dead. And
Well,
So
animated.
they're
that's
better.
good. Yeah, we're.
And animated.
well, we can worry about that
Wait,
later, because right now...
necromancy?
Yes.
How? Never mind. So.
Well, that was a blase reaction. I'm going to go talk to the serendipity.
Serendipity. Well, we should probably
Please
ask
read
her
my
about this
I
man's
already have
temperament.
one.
Well, do you think
Still waiting
we
to
need
use
to
it.
keep him out?
No, I was going to go inform them. I trust they'll have a better reaction than you just all want to stab everything. Never mind.
Wait, so back up. Someone's reanimating the serpent folk?
Yes.
We have a saying where Shuv and I come from about necromancy.
I leave.
It's called not my fucking problem.
They started following you the second you went past them. They're probably headed here now.
It's your problem.
Well, they're following
What?
you now,
It's
too.
now your problem. Well, they're following you too.
They're following you.
They're following you.
All right, what are you
You're
gonna
gonna
do?
split hairs here,
I'm
Bert?
going to serendipity and I'm ignoring my party. I'm not for the
She
first
opens the
time.
door.
It's a
Oh,
good phrase.
you're not Lord Tyre, but still welcome.
So,
What's his temperament like?
are we going to be shot on sight?
Or is he actually going to talk
He's
to
a pretty hospitable person.
Did you? You did read the letter then.
No, here's the thing about Lord Tyre. He's a big picture kind of guy, not a little picture kind of guy. He doesn't like Pesh either. He thinks Pesh is a piece of shit deployment.
So apparently we can do something for him. Gotcha.
That's what he's wanting.
Cool.
He's probably looking at you guys like, oh look, people who aren't fucking useless.
Is that what he thinks
I
about
will
you?
take that as a supreme...
I've already told him no
To what?
to various things, including being his wife.
We have another problem.
Okay.
Okay?
Follow your
So,
heart.
have you noticed a lack of drums in the jungle for the past couple weeks?
Yeah, it's been quite nice.
Yeah. So,
It was eerie at first, but it grew on me.
a lot of serpent folk I would imagine are dead.
Okay.
And someone's reanimated them.
Oh, that's not good.
No, and they're wandering through the jungle.
Oh. Do they see you?
Yes.
Yes.
They saw Shuv.
How long since seeing you did you come here?
10
Almost
miles.
immediately.
Oh.
At a brisk run.
Yeah.
Cool.
How many were there?
Like 4.
I don't know, we didn't stop to count.
Obviously.
You recall 3 to 5.
Ish.
And what we didn't see behind the row of trees is about 500 more.
Oh, zombie apocalypse. Let's be certain, folk. I like it. I'm in. Tag in. Let's go.
Rock
I'm not
climbs
walking
all
outside. What are
day.
you talking about? They're walls now. Walls. Walls are good.
Don't they climb?
No.
Oh, damn.
I imagine that when they get their hands up and pull, their arms just go.
But they could climb on top of each other.
So there were 5 of them.
So, like the whole ants.
4 of them.
They climb up on top.
Well, there were 5 bodies. There might be enough to put together 3 real ones.
So, any other advice you're looking for Lord Tyre? He's your more pressing matter, because if you piss him off, he'll kill you.
How do we not piss him off?
Probably actually meet
Do
with
what
him.
he says. I'm
Meet with him,
imagining.
you know, that. You don't,
His
have to,
wife?
you don't even have to do what he says. You don't have to do what he says.
Saying that
I
I'm
wasn't
the
referring
only.
to you.
Just
Yeah, I
to
was about
hear
to
him out
say.
is what I'm here.
What if he likes
Hear him out and be cordial. He's a
Oh, then take one
lord.
for the team, Cold.
Like, he's a lord. Let me
Oh,
explain
but
this
I've
to you
learned
again.
from you.
He owns land in an empire that kills people for fun.
Right?
Cool. That
So-
sounds exactly like this jungle.
Yes, but they do it in sport.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm pretty sure lizard folk treat us like sport.
I'm just seeing this History of the World Part 1 where Mel Brooks is like, pull! And it's a poor guy just flying in the air. Boom!
So he's a lord. Just be cordial.
What is he? What is he? Tough
Okay, Shove. We're gonna need you to
So I'm going to
go
explain
to
this
another
as
town.
as
I'm not
delicately
worried
as
about
I
Shove.
can.
I'm worried about this one. And that
So
one.
Me?
he may
Why
not be
me?
as big as you.
Mhm.
He
Well,
may
we
not
can't
be
let him know you killed
as
somebody.
strong as you.
Important.
But there is more power in one of his
I'm
rings
also unbranded.
than
Is
you
that
hold
gonna
in your
be it?
entire body.
I don't think he cares about that.
Is it magic?
I'm just
Yes.
saying, a lady of the Empire's dead.
I found out real
We
recently
shouldn't tell
that
him
I'm no
we
good
were
at
involved in
magic.
that.
And that when
It's
magic
not
is
condemning
called
you,
for,
it's
Okay,
just-
so-
when magic's called for, I'm not really
So can
useful.
we put these two in the House of Furs until further notice?
Wait, why me? I'm on your side. I think killing for sport is abhorrent.
If you tell
Because
him
of pork
that,
sport.
or if you make a rock through the chest joke around him, I'm gonna be hung. Or we'll all be hung. I'll take you guys down with me. We were all in the same hallway.
I'm hung no matter what I do, so.
D3,
please! I'm sorry, it was way too easy.
Can I roll the punch?
No! Stop punching
Why does
people.
everything
Roll
is
the
just
punch.
No, I want to
PvP
punch.
for you?
I'm just gonna. I finally caved. I want to start hurting.
Let's-
people.
Finally, cave. You caved earlier this session. Is your cave limit like 30 minutes?
Let's face it, at
Punch
this
the
point,
wall
it's
repetitively.
shocking that she hasn't killed one of us.
So 11 plus what? My strength?
Punch the wall, yes.
Oh, I want to
So-
punch him in the
No.
face.
So, we shouldn't let him know anything to do with Lady Undead.
Probably not.
Right.
Not because he cares about her, because politics of Laurentine Empire are kind of like a game themselves. We're all out for each other.
Mhm.
So, not because he'll care about poor Lady Undead, but because then he has leverage, and you don't want that.
Especially
So
if
again,
they-
why me? I can keep my mouth shut.
Are you sure?
I choose not to. I'm able to.
That doesn't help me.
You want someone to have leverage over you.
No, not at all.
No
Shut
mentioning
your
the
mouth.
Red
Especially
Lady.
not a leader from a land
I know.
that wants me dead.
I know. Captain Alamascus killed her. Seems like a good story to me. And
Actually, he doesn't even know she is even dead.
I mean,
actually, we
Yes,
don't know
Lady
that.
Undead, we
We
asked
don't
who.
know if he knows whether or not she came down here.
the place where.
So
she-
actually, maybe we shouldn't bring it up at all.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
Unless he does, and then have a story prepared.
but
Alamascus shot her.
And then feign ignorance, like we
her
weren't telling
her
the time.
boat is casting a tit-shaped shadow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Shit.
Serendipitously up that.
So if
What if I push it real hard
That's a good point.
no.
back into the water?
I would say
Um,
no, but I hate you so much.
So
Well,
okay,
we'll see an upside down boat floating in the river.
The
That'll
map-
pique his curiosity.
the map that was housing her little dimension is destroyed, so evidence of her or her body are floating in the abyss of a different dimension. So
I'm just curious if she just sailed by the island he rules over, though, and he would have seen her boats.
We chased them off because they were being dicks.
Also, you guys forget that my sword is not the only thing that sings. I'm the best sweet talker we have.
no,
Like it or not.
no.
Have you tried yet?
No.
I'm not sure.
Well, not with her.
No,
but
you have the charisma of like
Something that doesn't have charisma.
fire
Me.
hand. Like
out of game though, I literally I mean, there's no charisma,
But you
I
wield your
literally have the
charisma
best
like it's a
communication.
bludgeon on your face.
Okay, I do most of the time, but most of the time I'm not trying to, you know.
I want to strangle you 90% of the time, and I was raised to never hurt
Then
anyone.
why didn't you take the plan? Okay.
But Pesh is not.
I was
So much hate.
The jungle isn't exactly a place where politics is done. We mostly do, axe swinging. I like that part. I like that bit. It's fun. But when it comes to politics, I have to say, I did grow up with him. He's kind of good at it. We haven't really had the opportunity often. So
It's been a lot of axe swinging.
I like that bit.
Some of which could have been mitigated, but it's well past the point for that now.
But I like that bit.
I
Let's
know.
just listen to what he has to say, and if any questions come up,
Blame Alamascus.
Do I still have
Yeah.
to be not here?
Well, what?
No,
what do
you can be here,
You
because he'll probably
Fine.
have big scary bodyguards, and we
I
need to
swear to
offset
God,
that.
if a rope goes around my neck, my hands are going around yours.
Okay, fair enough.
They don't hang people.
Don't.
So don't worry.
Don't
about it. There's
elaborate on that.
There's
Just
no
don't.
rope involved. I
Don't.
promise you won't be hanged.
Children!
They usually sacrifice you to,
Jesus.
to Rakatash.
Ugh.
See,
The
no
arc
ropes
feet.
involved.
Children!
Fine.
Children!
Yes.
Let the adults talk. Shut your mouth.
So,
Where?
this conversation so far has taken 2 hours. So, she's being facetious. So you have 6 hours to plan.
Well, he's clearly taking over your house. He's gonna ask us something.
Well, he'll take over my house to stay in, but he'll probably bring tents to meet with you all in. He's very old school. I'm an unwed Nazarak. We're technically family by
He's gonna put up a big tent. We have to go sit in it and talk to him.
pretty much.
And hopefully a whole bunch of undead serpents will attack during this meeting.
Actually, that would probably be terrible, not because we can't kill them, but because we will then prove that we're capable of doing shit.
Your family.
Well, I'm
really
sure it
just
doesn't
seems
matter if you're
unlucky
capable
around
or
us.
not.
I mean, for you, we brought Dad in. For your sister got caught between
Shut up!
Your
met an
sister
unfortunate
perished.
end.
With a rock.
She was just waiting for it. Wait. Jeff, I swear to God, if you still want to be this party's like mascot, just sit. Just sit, all right? Right where you are. Sit down.
He seemed willing to do that in the dungeon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that later. By the way, I'm gonna hit you not because it'll hurt, but it'll make me feel better.
Am I gonna
It
have to
will
heal
hurt me.
you after?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, him?
Yeah, after he
Look.
tries to hit you, I will have to.
Even though I do have the highest charisma, I stopped raising him when hitting stopped hurting him. After that, I just kind of gave up. That was what, 5?
So, what would you guys like to do now?
Or so.
Just keeping the story moving.
Well,
Re-equip.
I guess we should rest.
Oh, I would hire your fire gem and anything else we looted off that woman.
Like the music box?
That's a good idea.
You don't know about that. Nobody knows about that.
Oh, okay.
Like the fire gem?
Like, if anyone had a music box or something.
If anybody had any personal art
So take
effects,
off
such as
my
anything
brooch
that...
and my ring.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, just put them on a necklace under your shirt or something.
No.
Hide it in your butt.
Don't do
No.
that. That ends badly.
We all learned the Bible.
Look, we saw what the electric-y one did. I am frightened about what the energy or the light-absorbing one.
You just
If you just
pucker
were to
in
become this
until
like
you disappear.
dark husk.
So, an hour passes.
I'm gonna take a rest and just contemplate my life in the sun.
Yeah.
Another hour passes.
I'm a rest.
Can I go see what is on sale at whatever the place?
Can we ask her what he might be asking of us?
He says last time he sent me a letter, he said he had a big plan this time. A big one that would raise him up to the king's court, or the emperor's court.
And?
That's all he said.
Is he still trying to get with you, I guess?
No, he's trying to get out of Pesh.
I mean, like,
Legally, he's trying to get out of Pesh. He's trying to get out of the Pesh through the emperor's grace.
I don't think he cares about banging her anymore.
okay.
He just wants a way.
A what?
A way.
To bang you.
Understand.
Probably every now and then.
I'm sure he'd rather marry a woman with more influence anyway.
At this point, yes.
I'm gonna go drink.
Okay. Another hour
Not
passes.
much, because a drunk shove seems like a bad idea.
And another hour passes. We're at 4 or 5 hours now?
I guess we should at least clean ourselves up.
Yeah. Get fancy.
I
Wear a new robe.
suppose... Yeah.
Bring the blood out of your beard. What
Yeah.
was that?
Serenity's like, I have a bathtub.
Deal! I'll go first.
Damn it.
She calls over Alicia. She's like, I need 3 of your ladies to bring water from the river every so often.
I was gonna say, I don't need help bathing.
No, it's just to fill
You don't
them.
need
I
it,
need
but
help.
You pay for it.
I don't
Serenity
pay
goes
for
Go
it.
back to the house
that will
first.
cost.
I don't even need a bath. I'm in a jungle and haven't bathed in days, and this isn't even my top 10 dirtiest
How much?
ones.
Because if it's reasonable, definitely.
2 gold.
How?
And Bert is getting a sponge bath.
Like comb out his beard.
Finally, the last hour passes by,
I'm taking the last bath.
and a boat. You really want the last one?
That's a lot
No.
of nasty water.
They're cleaning it out,
Yeah,
right?
they're bringing in a new setup.
Not now.
This large boat comes over and takes over the entire pseudo port.
Damn, that's gonna be it.
Good thing it's like a Mississippi-sized river, right?
Horns blare, and long carpets are rolled across.
Oh my god.
Just so we're clear, whoever sent the bounty hunters after me were probably like crime lords, not like the government, right?
Well, Undead was upset with you because you stole from her personally.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like me.
I was
He's
giving,
not going to recognize me. or
I was
look
giving you an
for me.
opportunity at that point to explain why the bounty hunters were after you and what your connection to Undead was. So it's still up to you what you stole from her or what happened there. But but I don't think he'll notice you. But yeah, it rolls out. Long carpets, goes down the dock.
Across the town, hits this back wall of the town because they're used to bigger cities.
No, it's not that long, but it does go down the dock all the way down and stops. And off comes I have a picture. I can't show it because it's not my art. God, that would be great, but no. Me king of jungle.
No, he pops out of the carpet at the end.
I told you.
God damn it, Philip.
The carpet rolls out,
And then
there's like
shadow smoke, and then he's gone.
the carpet rolls out for like 100 feet, and just ever so often there are just strips of random carpet
No, I didn't-
missing. Later next time we
I
see
don't
Top, he's like
so I
wrapped in
can't show it in the
velvet.
stream, so I don't want to take credit for it. It's somebody else's work. But this is what it looks like just without the wrench.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's dressed nicer.
Yes.
So he's red too.
Oh yes. Muy red.
For a minute, I thought you meant talk when you held that up, and I was like, that's
It's not him.
no.
This man starts walking down the dock with 5 soldiers in front of him, and they look like elite guard. You can tell because they actually have like almost a cape over their shoulders, and then 5 behind him.
Well, dang.
That's bodies.
All these soldiers might actually give a shit, so...
Huh. He's very flashy.
He walks into the town. He points to the ground where the circle of pain used to be. There's actually still a faint remnant of the circle. Put the tent here, please. And he continues wandering into Serendipity's house. He doesn't even look at you guys. He just keeps moving. The guards set up a perimeter. He opens the door, walks in. You can see them hug for a minute, and then start talking.
And Lauren Tinian.
Effectively and infernal.
Well,
To the chameleon until he sends for us, I'm sure.
I'm hungry.
No, we should probably stay.
No, I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
Another hour passes.
And I'm just standing
And then
there.
finally the door opens, and there are 2 kind of lesser guys in red there. Pesh adventurers.
Oi!
Yes.
Hi.
Lord Tyre would like to see you now
In the tent or?
in the tent.
Okay, I'll go get my party.
Or-
Oh, are you guys here? Oh, I thought you guys went to eat and shit. Sorry.
I'm
I
still
we
at the
came back at
charming
some
chameleon.
point. I don't know.
I'm still at the charming chameleon.
You haven't left.
No, I'm
you haven't
still-
even taken a bath. You're just like,
I'm still drinking.
I'll go
No, I...
fetch half
maybe
my
just-
party.
No.
It's nothing.
We should all be there if it's all for us.
I'll go.
so
fetch
the tent opens up into a very large table with him sitting on the very far side. Behind him, there are 4 of these elite guard in a semicircle, and 2 in the door in the flap you came in through. Good afternoon. I'm sorry I lost track of time. It has been a very long time since I've seen my old friend Serendipity. She used to be a lady of the court, you know. Please sit. I have food, and a great proposition to make for you.
Is he standing?
No.
And
Okay,
I'll
so
sit.
we go and sit.
Guess we'll sit.
Very well, and thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming. So, tell me a little about you all. What I've heard such great things from the people who, make it back to Dea.
There can't be very many of them.
No, it is not.
We're just a couple of adventurers looking for fame and fortune.
You've come to the right place. And I don't mean Pesh, I mean this tent. I can offer you quite a bit, but what else is the rest of you? I mean, what have you found here in Pesh? What adventures have you sought?
We went to the top of a mountain and met a master of a
Ancient fighting arts.
Yes, and we fought pirates, and we
Killed a lot of serpent folk.
They killed some sentinels and serpent folk, and
even more serpent folk.
and
Collapsed one of their temples even.
we made friends with someone
Good.
with a giant pistol.
What?
A giant warrior of great fame who wanders this jungle seeking out the greatest challenges.
Really?
Yes.
I'd like to hunt him down at some point and enlist him in the Emperor's army.
That pause.
And you?
He's here to seek his fame and fortune.
He killed a giant snake. You could tell them about that.
I'm Shuv and I kill things.
I have a job for you. So, as I'm sure you're aware, I would not be meeting with you if it were not for some business opportunity. I mean,
That's been made very clear.
Yes.
look at this place.
Yes.
Do you like Pesh?
Yeah.
Do you like Pesh?
I mean, I've been here for a while, and I seem to. They're very nice people here.
Not the people.
Oh, and no.
No.
People are all traitors, which I'm not going to get into because I don't care about this this arc-fiend forsaken pile of land. It doesn't matter to me. Fuck this place. I have my eyes on bigger, more beneficial targets. What would you all say to me if I put a price on the table and didn't tell you what it was for yet? Just for shock and awe. You don't even have to agree. I just want to see if it shocks you, the amount that I'm willing to pay.
All right.
He slides a piece of parchment across the table. You look at it. 900,000 gold.
Oh.
You gave it to the most unflappable character.
I'm shocked. Are you shocked?
He's shocked, but we can't tell.
Please keep going
Shocking.
on. Gentle.
Oh.
Please go all the way around the table.
Oh.
So, do you pass it down?
Wait, did you see it? Okay.
Oh.
And that's her response. Oh.
Oh.
Alright, so
Hang on.
It's a lot of shiny shit.
alright, so come
I don't
on.
think this is Shuv laughing. I think this is Dan trying to be
Dan.
Shuv's
I
work.
know.
Oh god.
You can do it, buddy.
I'm trying to stay straight faced, and it is failing. I can't
We all knew it, but it
We all do it. And it would have been so much better if you could hold it in.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, alright.
I couldn't keep it in.
Raise of hands who's crying right now.
Gentlemen, lady and gentlemen, not only that, but I have the power to make you all, give you all rank in the society.
Oh.
Is that?
Was that a
Did
lizard?
we heard of a moaning lizard?
You know what?
Moaning
I thought I
lizard
just heard a
wandered
moaning
into the
lizard.
tent.
Sorry.
Please don't let any of those birds fly by that he doesn't know about and think we're insulting him.
Actually, all the guards are
What?
positioned at the gates, constantly shooting. Fuck you! Heck puncher!
Yes, illiterate one.
Why would you want to make us smell?
Right.
These-
He means give us important
Titles.
Oh.
He's our special one. He's always first.
I can see that.
Thank you.
So I'm assuming you want to know what the job is now.
Yes.
The job is to go to Reykjavik with me, destabilize their government, lead it into a rebellion, so that we can invade.
Huh.
Right now.
Not now. I have time. I've been in Pesh for 20 years. Why would I stop now?
Because you need it. And you want to take over
But
that.
I'm working underneath your conditions. Because I like having a good working relationship with those that I work with. Until I eventually have to kill them due to issues. Not you all. Usually the other lords. Just don't become a lord, and you won't be a problem.
Okay, yeah, no problems too.
My aspirations or whatever is directly underneath Lord.
Lordy. Mini
I already
lord.
have 200.
Lordette.
He's going to list you as resources at the moment.
Bookkeeper?
How dare you?
It's true. Fuck you. I have 200 Laurentian Empire infantry, 3 naval ships with crew, 5 bodyguards, which aren't here at the moment, a trained assassin, a combat-capable son, and a wife, who's trained in the art of arcane. I have a mansion off the coast of Pesh and an estate in Talia, north of Reykjavik. And I have a ball of communication. He pulls out a crystal ball.
Oh,
What does that do?
It allows me to communicate with you.
does?
And you to communicate with me. I also have Elad's portable home, which I will be giving to you if you decide to go with me.
Go get your home.
Effectively, but it's in another dimension.
Capsule.
I will be giving it to you guys as a base.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And my axe.
No.
No.
Henceforth, all inquiries and transactions towards Shuv will be directed through his manager.
The smart one.
Yes.
How you doing?
Okay.
Really? Alright.
He said smart.
Oh.
The
So-
one that hasn't been in.
Questions.
That is what?
Please eat. I had my servants prepare this meal specifically for you all. They are beautiful elven women brought from Ulfo.
Oh, thank you very much. Accommodations.
Wait, he's serving us elven women?
No, he's serving you food they made.
I have
Oh,
etiquette.
Jesus
I have etiquette
Christ.
too.
Okay, I thought he was
use it.
serving like flayed elf. Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind.
I thought you were
Actually, I
awfully
wouldn't mind.
calm for that sort of.
No. That,
Questions,
That would
please.
be in-
Why
Why would you hire 5 random people you don't know who are good at traipsing around a jungle to invade?
Plausible deniability.
You don't even know if this will work, do you?
Nope.
And
If
if
you-
we fail, it's nothing to you.
Wait, this question may have just been asked. If you have all those resources, what do you need me for?
Plausible
Oh,
deniability.
okay. I didn't
If I put troops on ground, it becomes an issue. If I put 5 nobodies in a country who start spreading rumors about the Clar, it becomes less of an issue.
that's fair. Especially for the price.
You only get the money once the army invades.
If we live, yeah. We've lived this long. You're not
How big
dead
is the
yet.
city-state anyway? That we're trying to destabilize.
Almost 96,000 square miles from side to side, but most of that is uninhabitable desert.
Oh.
Desert.
Yes.
Who are the nobodies?
You all.
But
Uh,
you heard of us.
but nobody
But
over
nobody
there
else
has.
has.
Yes. So
But I am Shuv, greatest hunter in the jungle.
Shuv, inspect your axe.
We do have 2
Very
things to
intensely.
do here before we can
I'm on
leave.
your time. Again, that working relationship.
Okay.
I need you to be happy so you can make me happy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. What do you think, Colton?
It's a lot of money.
And I know some of us could definitely use that.
It's not like Rakik is friendly or unfriendly to me, I guess. It's mostly...
So a question you have to ask yourself out of character is, are you okay with destabilizing one of the only 3 nations in the world?
Honestly, I'm just more. I don't really feel like working for the Laurentine Empire.
3 of us are from it.
So are you
I don't
two.
know. I'm not really sure where I'm from.
You're
But
probably...
we're from it. That doesn't mean we like it.
Right.
In fact, we're from
Wait.
it. That means we don't like it.
Well, we're from a place that we dislike so much. We're like, let's go to Pesh. That's a great idea.
To be fair, you were running away. I came here willingly.
I mean, I didn't have a lot of options. I also didn't know what a hellhole it was, but I was like, yeah, Pesh sounds good.
But,
Here's bad, Pesh better.
but what about all the other things we were going to do?
We're
He's
still
working
going to be
on
able to
his-
do them.
He's
Like-
working on our schedule, so
You can still find that beast you want to slay to become the greatest hunter in the world.
Okay.
Here's a bigger problem. While I'm not so fond on agreeing to this necessarily, is this all in private?
But he's okay with it. He's like, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm not
He just
necessarily willing.
If you're
to
honest with me,
jump
I'll be
at
honest
it.
with you.
Well, you...
Do we have an option to say no, realistically?
Yes.
Well, you two want to run away. I want to go home. I live there. So, no offense, but there's always consequences. And I'd rather be safe at home.
And you could return home with a state and money and a title.
your local government will just be
You?
run by somebody else.
Is okay. So if we
Who just then answers to the Laurentine Empire.
if we help
I already live there. I'm used to it.
with this,
How would it feel to be mayor instead of pleb?
I don't know if I want to be there.
What do we say, conscience?
I'm saying if we lead this rebellion, are good people going to be put in the front lines? Innocent people, I guess.
The war, always. Always.
So troops won't be involved until after.
After the rebellion. So your job is going to be literally spreading deceit and mistrust for the Clar. They're a council of 5. 5 elders in the Pyramid City. Your job is going to be to spread deceit, lies, propaganda, what have you, don't care. And literally crack the belief that the people have in these 5. They believe they're descended from gods. It's going to take quite a bit.
Yeah.
But when you do it, you'll probably create loyalists and traitors.
I'm dying of cold.
And then those two are going to fight. You will pit children against mothers and brothers against each other. But don't worry. In like 2 days' time from the rebellion starting, we're going to come in on boats and just wholesale through the place anyway.
Okay, is there any way we can set up some sort of protection if perhaps we have family there for those people during?
Do you have family there?
She's not sure.
I don't know if that would cause a problem.
If you have family there, tell me. I will send them a letter, anonymously. I will tell them to leave.
Okay.
I will give them an address. They will know where to go. It will be in Talia.
Seriously.
Will it be safe for them though?
In Talia? In my estate? Yes. I'm here for you. I just need you to be here for me.
Is this going to happen anyway one day?
Probably yes. I want out of Pesh. I will do everything in my power to do so, until the day that I die. The only way for me to get out of Pesh is to prove to the Emperor that I am a capable and efficient tactical leader.
And if you could destabilize the whole government of just 5 people, that's plenty of.
If you're honest with me, I'll be honest with you.
Alright,
What happens if we fail?
If you fail, I have plausible deniability. You were never connected to me. I don't know who you are.
So no retribution?
No?
Well, we'll probably be dead.
Well, I meant from him.
Sorry it has to be like that, but I'm sure you understand.
Yeah.
What if we fail but we live?
If you fail but you live, try and communicate with me. I'll see if I can get you a boat.
So we can at least escape.
Yes.
How do we know you'll hold your end of the bargain?
Because if I'm honest with you and you're honest with me, we have a working relationship.
And we could possibly still be of some use later.
Right. But I mean, if there's no proving that we were involved,
You're from the Empire. Do you know how we keep track of making sure people are honest?
do what?
Spell contracts that bind you and then summon demons to enforce them.
If you break it, the demons kill you. Either party.
Oh.
So if he broke his end of the bargain, demons would come kill him.
So instead of signing a contract, I'm just negating that part and doing what I'm saying I'm going to do.
You're not making us sign a contract.
Do we have
Do
to?
you want to sign a contract?
No.
There you go. I'm here for you if you're here for me. It's very simple. I want a job done. I think you can do it. I'm going to give you the tools to do it, and I want you to be happy about doing it, so I'm going to continue to support your decisions.
Can we have a night to think?
Sure. And that's where we're going to end tonight.